What's up, y'all? Is this live or what? What's up? What's up in the chat? Let me know if this is live. Is this working? Hold on. We are live. What's up, y'all? Denise, a crime scene. What's up? I just want to say what's up to everybody in the chat. This is like a pop-up, unplanned chat. I don't know. Let me know if y'all can hear me. And what's up to y'all? Salute to the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Denise, what's up? It's always lovely to see like some of the same profiles in the chat. Thank y'all for rocking with the channel. Rocky McG, I see you. Lachey Lennox, hi everyone, happy Sunday. Why am I doing this on the Sunday? I have no idea. I assume like hardly anyone's gonna show up, but I felt like so much has happened. I feel like the Luther video, I don't know what just happened with the Luther video, but thank you. What's up? How y'all been? Tell me how y'all been. What's going on before we get into this Luther video? What's new? Y'all hit the like button. Do we need a moderator or what? I don't think we need a moderator. I feel like we're just, I don't know. Anyone wants to moderate, y'all, I can make y'all moderator. Doesn't even matter. I feel like, who cares? If people want to jump in, say whatever they want to jump in and say, who cares? Oh, messages sent will appear publicly. Let me see. Just sign into the chat. Hold on. Oh man, now I can't see the chat. What's up, Samantha? Hold on, I'm just getting settled here. I'm just trying to get all my stuff in order. Come on. Hold on, y'all. My chat disappeared. Hold on. How's the mic? Can y'all hear loud and clear? Hold on. Please sign on. Rhonda Owens, what's up? What y'all think of the Luther music video? Tell me. It's fun watching Drake stands gnash their teeth about Luther Nokia. Y'all, you know what's crazy about this? Like, what's up, Aries baby? 1982. Oh, we're talking Gen X now. Gen X is here. Oh, that's what's up. The Drake stands. Yeah, what's up? Salute to Gen X and salute to millennials. You know, I always thought like a lot of like people who were watching the lives or coming to the channel were like younger. With no offense, I didn't try to say y'all older or I'm old, but you know, it's like kind of like a breath of fresh air to see like an older crowd and be able to talk about, you know, hip hop in a way that matters to us. Because I think a lot of stuff has like, I feel like Kendrick really revived so much in the scene. I think he just really brought back stuff that I think like the older crowd kind of was like so not done with hip hop, but like really was like kind of like annoying the stuff that we're seeing. Chilling, watching those videos, likes rising. Yeah, I want to say like honestly, the Drake stands. Like, no offense, like listen, I ain't trying. Whoever likes Drake, that's fine by me. But and my brother's a big fan of Drake, which is cool. He honestly is my brother's the one who actually, it's hilarious because my brother's the one who first put me onto Drake. I don't even remember like knowing anything. I remember my little bro like hitting me up like, yo, I think this was like when Nothing Was the Same first came out. I think I was definitely not following Drake at the time, years ago. And he was just like, I remember he just hit me up with a text, yo, you hear Drake? Like Nothing Was the Same. He's the first person to put me on. He was like, nah, Drake is, you know, that's that old Drake. So it's hilarious, you know, and over time, I've barely covered Drake. And it's kind of funny because we see like in our space, people assume like we're covering Drake. I don't know. It's like weird. It's like Drake is like, I've never covered Drake. I don't think ever in my channel. Like honestly, and I think my first video was like a Kendrick video, and I've never covered Drake, none of his music. But suddenly, it's funny that people are thinking that we're using Drake for views when, or that Drake gave Kendrick views when I think Kendrick is giving Drake views because I've never covered Drake. And all of a sudden, when we cover him for the beef, it just gets so much views. And I actually think Nokia getting somewhat of like, you know, a hit is part of the beef. I think people are really looking forward to like, what is Drake gonna do after this because of the rap beef? Am I wrong, y'all? You know, so I really think that if anything, Kendrick has given Drake some light more than usual. Hold on, I'm trying to get my chat to work in this thing and I can't see it in my other screen. Let me just try to get this working. Bear with me. It's not sending me. Hold on. Let me pop out the chat. I can see it in another screen. Hold on. Just pop out chat. Yeah, here we are. I can see it over here. Right, Lachey? Denise, I saw a theory that Kendrick's love interest is Gloria, his pen. Miss Miles, FTW, we missed this. What do you mean? We missed what? I saw when he was firing the shots by the car. Yes, Denise, did you realize that's the same outfit from Mr. Morale? Really? Denise, no, I missed the outfit. I don't remember the outfit from Mr. The same one from which one from Mr. Morale? Which Mr. Morale shot from the not from the cover, right? Not from the cover art of Mr. Morale. The hotel where the video was shot in the West End Bonaventure in 2023. A soap opera actor named Drake. No, stop. Nah. Fury Productions, you're making that up. Now you're totally making that up. That's insane. Rocky, yup. There's some pics with him with the jacket too, but on the cover, he has the jacket off and the pew pew is in his waistband. Like up the stream. Thank you. I agree with that. Ayo, like up the yeah, please hit that like button. Y'all join the Discord too. I really want to revive the Discord. I feel like, I appreciate y'all for joining. And yeah, I'm not as active, but I definitely see everything there. And, it's a good place for us to talk, communicate about stuff. Y'all can hit me up there. And I definitely mentioned when I'm going to go live. So, join the Discord. I don't know. Put it in the chat somewhere. Hold on. Let me keep it up here. Let me just keep it up. And, and listen, everyone has real life stuff going on. So I'm not always, there, but I'm definitely always like checking everything out. Shalom, y'all. I'm surfing the tube for Luther reviews and I'm here as a baby boomer. Baby boomer, let's go. I adore Kendrick Lamar, Duckworth, and his excellent work. You're right. It's a Kendrick boast if people want to be honest. No, back when you were talking about Gen X, oh, okay, right. When I was talking about the Gen X coming back to hip hop. Yeah, that's right. That is so right. I hate to say, people say like, this whole thing like, y'all a Kendrick channel, y'all rap, a lot of us did, pop off the Drake beef, off the Kendrick, and Drake battle. And honestly, that's what it is, and I think Kendrick revived that. So whatever, and I really think that, to be honest, I stepped away for a while from a lot of this and I really revived, my own channel just because I feel like Kendrick came back to me. That's what it is. I hate this. That's the truth. I really like a lot of the rap. I mean, a lot of the hip hop I did love was, unfortunately, like a lot of the rappers passed away that I did like, which was, which is like weird. I didn't mind some of the, the rap that was a little more sad. I like Juice WRLD. I had liked X, and unfortunately, all them they passed away. And just I find like rap went into drill and went into all this like just no lyricism. And I don't care. It's like for me, I'm not as like worried about the lyricism as much as like art or emotion. I'm fine if like, okay, if you don't have lyricism, all right, X Tentacion, had some art to it. He had something to say. Like, just have something to say. That's all I want. Just you say something. And I think even Juice WRLD said something. Rest in peace. And I just couldn't hang with a lot of the, all that. Yeah, I think Lil Baby tried to come back, and I don't know. It just wasn't for me. And then something happened when Kendrick just came. I don't know. Something just got revived in a lot of people when Kendrick showed up for that battle. And honestly, I've mentioned before, I honestly didn't even think he was going to show up. He showed up. It's maybe stupid for me. People are like, you didn't know? I was like, nah, I actually thought he was going to ignore the beef. I really thought he was going to ignore Drake. So I was like, Drake push-ups is fine. He got that off. We're done. But then when he hit that tailor-made freestyle, I was like, nah, he has to. So Drake coming back, hey, what's up, the Crafty Therapist? Excited for my first live. Really? All right, well, good. I'm glad you're here. What are y'all doing here on a Sunday? When the Rich Spirit last verse is him explaining his hit. I'm trying not to overthink this video, but no. This video, all right. So why am I going off the? I'm really, y'all gotta keep me on track. I tend to like go all around, but like I said, Kendrick brought back hip hop to me. He did. So I'm gonna talk about Kendrick as much as I can. Whoever likes it. Don't like it. I don't really care. Until something pops up that's meaningful to me, I'm going to cover Kendrick. And I'm probably going to continue making fun of Drake. I'm sorry. People tend to get, listen, man, that Nokia video got Drake stands. Oh, they're hyped up, bro. They're hyped up. Drake stands rolling up their sleeves now. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous. And like I said, listen, I'm just having fun. My brother's a big Drake fan. He told me, yo, Nokia is fire. We all know people in our families who like Drake. Bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm still not gonna stop. Like putting the foot on the neck. I mean, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I'm sorry. The shit's funny. Excuse me. I'm trying. I don't like to curse too much, but it's funny. You know, I mean that man. Oh my gosh, we make this live about Drake. It's not. This is not about Drake Nokia. But what I'm saying is that for some reason, after that Nokia dropped, yo, Drake stands going crazy. They're coming out in droves. They're hitting the comments. I'm getting nervous. I need my fan base to really get in those comments because they're rolling up them sleeves. They're ready. They're ready to go. Ready to rock. Nokia's here. So it's kind of funny. And I was going to do a video about Nokia potentially being promoted by Drake. I mean, there's actually some stuff, I follow sometimes the marketing scene, and it's crazy because there was this video made. I'm going to get to the Luther video. This live is about the Luther video and stuff, but just going off the top is that there is videos out there that actually got taken down in the marketing world on YouTube, where actually a young black marketer, actually, he came on and said he worked with Drake in one of these random business marketing videos. And he talked about how he got Nokia to number one in his, who knows, right? Like, but that's what he was saying. He got hit up by Drake. Who knows? This is all alleged, but this is what he mentioned. He got hit up by Drake and his team. He's a marketer in the space. And he got hit up to get Nokia views on TikTok. And that's that space, that marketing team. That's what they do. They basically, it's kind of sad. It's crazy because now advertisement has become organic. So whereas y'all, if anybody wants to be moderator, let me know. I'll make you moderate on here. But it used to be that advertisements, on Google, right? We got hit with the ads, right? But now the ads are the TikTok videos. It's crazy. People don't know this. But I'm as if I'm talking now, as if someone paid me, which ain't nobody paid me. I'm making, I don't know, pennies like on YouTube. I'm here for fun because I enjoy hip hop. Maybe one day it'll be something, but as if these basically the TikTok videos are the ads. And the way you can know that is, and not necessarily know it, because sometimes they'll put down a hashtag that says they'll tag the person. So basically, this marketer said these people have teams of TikTok people, and basically they get them to do, all right, y'all listen, we're gonna put up a post, and anyone, if you do anything about Drake, this is how this thing works. If you make any 1 minute video about Drake Nokia, just tag Nokia. Just make any video you want about Nokia. Dance to Nokia, laugh about Nokia. They get the models to do it. Y'all post your video in this community, and we're gonna pay you based on every 1,000 views you get. And then they cap it. So they say like maybe your video can make like $1,000. So people basically are incentivized to go make organic TikTok videos about Nokia. And that's actually what happened. I mean, allegedly, this is what the marketer was saying. That he got, and then he laughed because at that point, Drake Nokia, this was before the music video, it went number one. He was like, yeah, I guess it worked. And I think he said something like Drake paid him 10. It was kind of ridiculous. I think it was like so cheap. It was like 10K. He actually mentioned how much Drake paid him. It was like 10, all alleged. Listen, I don't want no problems, Drake. You know what I mean? Like, I know y'all, Drake ain't paying attention to this channel, but he likes to sue, as Kendrick said it, but all alleged. But this is what the person said. This is what the YouTuber said. The YouTuber in the interview said this. Literally said this. I got paid by Drake and his team, something like 10K, to hire my group of TikTokers to make organic Nokia posts about Nokia. And that's what happens. So people get on, they do those, the stupid TikToks. This is why I'm on YouTube, because TikTok doesn't really, I'm not crazy about TikTok, but this is what happens is like people get on, do the stupid videos. Nokia might be, whatever the hell these TikTokers do. And they take the link and they put the link in that group and they monitor how many views. If you got a certain amount of views, you get a payout. So it's like anybody can get paid. Like us. Like if I went on to make a Nokia video, yo, check out Nokia. And I submitted my URL to that promotional spot, they would monitor the views and pay me instantly or after a certain amount of time if I got X amount of views. So what I'm telling y'all is that unfortunately, that the ads are now the organic creators. Now, I obviously take that with a grain of salt. We don't know who's doing what, but it's sad because now you don't know when you go on TikTok or you see these stupid shorts, you don't know if this is real. Like this is someone that could be maybe part of a promotion just to cover like something. It's sad. Honestly, it kind of pissed me off. Now, the crazy thing is, like, I heard Lil Tecca was, no shot to Lil Tecca, whatever. I don't really care. He could do whatever he wants, but I heard he's doing a promotion. So this is something new in the space that they're moving away from. They see that creators are like getting the shine now, streamers, that they're actually just making these promotions. It's like, yo, if we could just get our fan base to make videos and pay them, which maybe kind of is okay, but the point is it's incentivized, which is the problem. And then if they could get paid, it's cool. So it's a whole new world of market. It's a whole new way of Drake and all these people to and actually I think it worked. I think it worked. And that's why Kendrick said you playing dirty with Twitter bots, or you playing whatever. I don't remember. Like you playing dirty with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little memes is losing steam. They figured you out. So he doubled down on this, allegedly, on all these Twitter bots to get it up and to put this out, and I think it worked. But y'all, the Drake stands are coming for the comments now. They're out here in droves. But now the crazy thing is the reason why I actually think this is accurate is because I was gonna make a video on this, and I never saved the video of that interview of the person who got interviewed, the marketer. I took some clips because I was going to make a video about it. I went back to go to that interview so that I can use it for my video to kind of like start doing some analysis. The video was gone. That video, and it was on a business YouTube channel. They never take down videos. The one video with the young black marketer, who I thought was genius, honestly. He was a smart young man. And he probably was trying to, be proud of his work. Like I worked with Drake, and I helped him. That video by him was taken down. I could get all the names. I could put all that, but it's all gone. I'm not into that right now, but I just want to share this with y'all that organic stuff now has become ads. And again, it goes back to the whole colonizing thing that Kendrick brought up, right? The Elkan situation. People tried to say, I got it. There's this whole battle going on. Why am I talking? We got to get into the Kendrick thing, but honestly, this is part of the thing that kind of pissed me off over the last couple of weeks. And since this is a pop-up, let's just talk about whatever came up. People say Elkan, that producer from West Africa, from Sierra Leone, was making TikTok videos. And y'all see, I don't know if anyone saw my video where he was making, he was so happy to work with Drake, Nokia. He was so excited. And I saw the excitement in his eyes. He was up there dancing to Nokia. Y'all, we made Nokia a hit, baby girl and all this kind of stuff. And that was all his. And I'm cool with it. I thought that was people made fun of the baby girl, and I thought it was hilarious. It's funny. But it was unique. It was his style. He came up with the baby girl. Let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl. Funny, whatever. That was his thing. He came up with the beat. He recorded it all. And then Drake doesn't put this guy in the music video. Takes down the video of the young marketer, young man, great man. I hope God bless him in this space. He probably was so happy to work with Drake. No, take that down. The young man got a little light. Not take it down. Elkan got a little light. Now, we ain't trying to give him no light. Let me just use. This is the part that, and there was like this thing on Twitter, whatever. And someone is on Twitter. What's up, Stephanie Williams? What's up, Denise? Hey, hit the chat. Y'all, can y'all join the Discord? Please join the Discord. I need y'all. I'm going to revive it. I promise I'm going to revive my Discord. I promise. But y'all can just join the Discord, hit that like button, subscribe, get the notifications on, because I can't always have it. I'm sorry. We cannot always. Life is crazy. Shit just happens. We can't have a schedule. Sometimes we're just going to pop out. So I need the notifications to stay on. There are Drake stans on Twitter saying they're hunting down Kendrick's old, like, what was it? What was that song? I think it was called Fear or Pride. Someone named Anna, I don't remember. And they're like, see, she made the song. This was like from his, I don't know, 15 years ago. How many years ago? What was that song? Major Pooh, what's up? You didn't get a notification. You got to hit that like the all notifications bell thing. And join the Discord. I always post on Discord. We can chat. We keep it cool with the Discord. It's personal, you know. So please join that. Let me see if I can pull up this this X thing real quick. Hold on. So I don't know. It's gonna take me a long ass time to find it. Anyway, this person he tried to say that whatchamacallit. I lost my train of thought now. I'm trying to find this. I can show you because I just don't remember the song. Can y'all remember the song? But basically, he pulled out something from an old, from either Fear or Pride, from Kendrick's old album, Damn album, and said she wrote this. She was credited as a writer, and she had the vibes. I don't remember. It honestly didn't really matter. I'm not really caught up in like I'm okay. See, and then he tried to say that, see, y'all are calling Drake out, but look what Kendrick did. And he hunted down some random, like one song. In the end, I'm okay with someone getting some help. This happens in the music industry. I get it. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying don't get help. We're not saying don't have people assist you. But Drake, you are literally copying and pasting. And then, so I commented telling him, Kendrick, at least he credited that young woman. He credited her. What are you mad at? He didn't hide it. So what? The young lady came up with a vibe. He used it. He added it. I think, like I said, it was either Pride or Fear. He credited her. Y'all go look at whenever Nokia first came out. Nobody ever knew Elkan. Well, one, Party Next Door wasn't involved. He wasn't there. My boy didn't even show up. My boy got used. PND, we're gonna make an album together. And then the first hit that comes off that album is Nokia. Party Next Door. It's just he's not even. Imagine Drake uses you to be like, yo, we about to make my first album off the rap beef. Me and you, PND, me and you, just me and you. I'm gonna put you on. The first song that goes popping off that album, PND ain't nowhere to be found. Nah, you cool with PND. Sit on the curb. It's just me, Drake, with my women in there, and we just, you know what I mean, having a vibe. Even Elkan, the Young West, because I saw this, because the Young West African producer, I was souped. I was like, yo, he's probably so souped right now. He's so souped to have done a song with Drake. That's why I loved his videos, Baby Girl. I did not care. He was vibing because he was like, yo, I did this. You could have put him in the video. You could have did something, bro. No, you up there saying Baby Girl. You up there saying Baby Girl. Not Elkan. You talking over Elkan saying Baby Girl. That shit, honestly, bro. And that's what I was telling. And then they were like, then the Drake stands were saying, nah, you stupid. You don't understand. He credited Elkan. You know what I mean? No, he didn't credit Elkan. All when it, maybe now, I don't know. Maybe now. They were like, yo, check out Apple. Should I go to Spotify right now? I mean, now how long has the song been dropped? Let me check. How long has Nokia been dropped for? I don't want to play this song to get I think I have to play a little bit so I can hold on. Let me pause. It says here, all right, right here. I can't show this. On Spotify right now, all them Drake stands are saying he credited, go look at Apple. I'm not looking at Apple. I'm looking at Spotify. I don't care about Apple. No, he didn't credit him. It says right here, as of right now on Spotify, Drake, for credits for Nokia, main artist is Drake. Composer and lyricist, A. Graham. Aubrey Graham. Producer, Elkan. But the thing is, Elkan is also a writer. He's not only the producer, Drake. Why am I getting heated? He's not, I'm sorry. Sometimes I get heated, y'all. It's just for fun. Drake, Elkan is a writer also. So this, we learned about this like over time during the rap battle. Now I made some mistakes because I saw that there were some writers credited in some of Kendrick's work, Euphoria and things like that. And the thing is, it turns out that even if you make the music or you compose very strong parts of the music, you're considered a writer. Okay? That's something I didn't know. So this is what's crazy is that someone can help you make the music and be considered a writer. And that's cool. And if you go to Euphoria right now on Spotify, Kendrick's Euphoria, he has more than just him credited as a writer. And people might say he wrote, no, and maybe someone wrote a line, whatever, I don't care. But ultimately, it's everyone composing the music, composing the song. And it's not just Kendrick, obviously. But obviously, Kendrick is the lyricist. Even on that, he has multiple people. But Drake, you can credit people in music and you still just have your name as the lyricist. You still just have your name as it. Elkan said baby girl, not you. Put him in the credits. And these Drake stands, bro, they were on about, and they're saying, are you stupid? You can't read. Are you guys dumb? You can't read? It says producer Elkan and it says writer Aubrey Graham. Not even Drake, Aubrey Graham. So, honestly, it's just stupid, to be honest. That's all I could say is just to, like I said, y'all watch out. And listen, I'm not mad at Drake. Like I told you, I have family into Drake. I've been into Drake back in the days. I don't really listen to stuff. I listen to the stuff for the sake of the channel, and I'm going to keep my foot on the neck. I'm going to make fun of Drake. I'm sorry. I'm having fun. We're going to joke about Nokia. We're going to joke about Drake's lyricism. Oh, well. I don't, people say, well, why don't you do a breakdown about Drake's song? What you mean do a breakdown about Drake's song? I remember people saying that. They were like, be fair, make a breakdown of Drake. How? How? You can't. They think I'm stupid. I can't make a breakdown about a Drake song. I have to make fun of it because it's funny. It is what it is, right? Like, it's cool. I'm not saying it's a vibe. He does his thing. I think he's back. I think Drake actually, I actually think, unlike the Drake stand saying that Drake revived, Kendrick's good. Kendrick, he's good. His album's always been good. He's always had classic albums. He doesn't need nothing, right? He would have popped out. He would have been straight. Drake was losing steam. Kendrick revived Drake. And when Drake continues on this next album, apparently they're saying some things leaked. We're going to pay attention. And what's hilarious is that people say, I didn't pay attention to Drake for probably 10 years. Maybe because someone put me on. Maybe someone hit me up. Maybe my brother hit me up. Yo, I checked it out. Listened to a couple songs here and there. But I haven't paid attention to him. I'm paying attention to Drake now because Kendrick, because of what I want to know what's going to come out. So Drake, I'm only paying attention because of Kendrick. So anyway, a lot of interesting stuff there with the Drake situation and Nokia. Is Nokia still on top? And people said when I was making the people were saying that Nokia, when I dropped my Nokia video about the stupid things that are in the Nokia video that he copied from Kendrick, I swear it was number 14 on the charts. I'm telling you, it was number 14. And I commented, and people were like, I think someone said in the video, like, Nokia is still number 1 on the chart. Like, it's top 5. I was like, no, it's not. And then I had dropped my video, like, right when the music video dropped. So I think a few days later, it kind of shot back up. So he got a little bit of, he got a little bit of help, obviously, from the video. And obviously, I'd mentioned earlier, so it's number 3 right now. Luther is number 1. It's number 3 still. And as I mentioned earlier, there's still some word that he's allegedly paying TikTokers to make videos about Nokia. And I had wondered why. And I think it's that I wonder if when a song gets on the charts, if they can ascribe any TikTok view as a view, right? And if you can, then Drake's going to pay for it, perhaps, right? Why not? All right, let's get to the chat a little bit. Denise, he pushed Nokia and give me a hug. I think he did. Drake. Jamaria, what's up? Jamaria has a hell of a story. I appreciate you showing up. LOL, I like the passion. B. Billy. If I'm saying it wrong, let me know. Ty Briggs. Luther video at 7 million while Nokia had 10 million. Of course. Drake, I couldn't help the fact that it was just Drake in that damn video. Just Drake in the video. And the women, of course. But, y'all, that pissed me off so much. I was like, yo, it's your time right now, Drake, to show everyone, like, you're cool. You know what I mean? Now is the time to shed light on everybody else. He got another, does he? I don't think he has another music video. Producers get writers credits. Exactly. Doreen, Kendrick gives Sue credit. I don't know who Sue is. He only pushed 2 songs. He did PND Dirty. Drake had like 8 writing credits off. All right, okay. That's funny because I think it was like a 7-minute song. He had one more person. It's one person for every minute, and then a bonus person sitting back, being like, "All right, just in case y'all need some help with that 7-minute song, let me help y'all with a few more seconds." Drake's Not Deep. Fair and Balance disappeared with Reagan. There's nothing to break down. It's just vibes. This mini. My brother's on my head. I always get nervous because I don't want to make it feel bad because, it was one of the things that actually the reason why I connected at some point with Drake's music because I wanted to connect with my brother. And at one point he really was, but this was way back, bro. This was still when Drake was something more like than what we're seeing today. They've been so thirsty for the win. Drake at this point is giving me single white, female pun intended with how he copies Kendrick. Nokia is always #1 according to Drake fans. yo, Drake fans, they're gonna be screaming Nokia for the next year probably. Nokia, let's go. They're gonna be going crazy. Kendrick's. I'm so happy he dropped Luther, but he threw me off with He threw me off because I feel bad. So should we get into Luther? Because it's fun just talking ish about about the Drake situation, to be honest. I really don't care. Jimmy never left the wheelchair because he's been acting on long as I don't know. And I'm gonna pull back I really don't know if I'm gonna pull back because when I poke a little bit of fun about Drake for fun, and I'm doing it sincerely, it's not really for it's just fun. It does get views. It is what it is. And I just think it's funny. So I really don't know because I don't there's some channels that really stay on that topic and I don't fully enjoy staying on it that much. Unless it's funny. Robin Silver, I'm a boomer. Love your. Thank you. Glad to catch a live. I fell off hip hop rap in the 2010s, but had Kendrick's catalog to listen to. His appeal to me because of his samples of R&B, blues, and jazz. I appreciate you, Robin. Yo, everyone, hit Robin with a like in that comment. That's the most. I appreciate your 20. I appreciate you so much. I think that's definitely the most I've gotten, and I ain't really. I appreciate you. I ain't. It's cool. Thank you so much. A boomer. I looked at some of the age groups of the chat, and I was so happy that there's another age group that is actually back. And just like you said, Robin, Kendrick I think he just brought stuff back, and it is what it is. So when people say you're talking about Kendrick or you're a Kendrick chat, y'all tell me what else to talk about. I'm sorry. Right here in my chat. I'm going to talk about whatever you guys want me to talk about later. You tell me, chat, this is your question. What in hip hop should I cover? All right, let's put Kendrick aside. I'm going to go over to the Luther. I'm sorry, y'all, for y'all here for the Luther. I'm going to get to it. What should I cover in hip hop? Tell me. What's worth it that'll give y'all value that I should cover in the hip hop space right now? That'll give y'all value and enjoy. I'm happy Luther video is out. Remember, he sued Degrassi because he said Jimmy in the wheelchair. He used Party Next Door. Kendrick, nothing else. The song Kung Fu Kenny. Doechii, okay. Okay, definitely something there. I missed a little wave of Doechii. I let people who are into it really talk about it. I had to sit and watch a little bit of Doechii. I wasn't ready to jump on the wave just yet. So I was kind of sitting back watching, and obviously she's amazing. I think she's a little silent right now, so waiting for more stuff to come out. How to be more like Kendrick. I have a queue with about 15 videos, all of them on Dot and The Boy. I mean, listen, talk about the greatest rapper to ever do it, Kendrick. Y'all, he did say, is it party Nokia? Drake keeps the conversation on his dumb antics. Everyone else too scared to drop. Hidden Hills. I'm sorry, but the truth is, I'm not gonna say how old I am. Obviously, everyone can tell by what's covered. Um, but I've been around, and people don't think that. People think they hear like the videos and they hear the analysis, and people like to, they don't know you and they don't know, where you come from, your history. But the Kendrick and Drake beef to me is is and probably will be one of the best rap battles in history. And yes, I've been around to catch them all, and people don't believe it. So, and I'm not talking 50 Cent. We're talking KRS One. You know what I mean? So, we're talking Chuck D, Public Enemy. You know what I mean? So, my hip hop, I love hip hop. I love it. I don't care how old I am, how old I get. I'll always love this genre. I'll always love this genre. I came from public. I grew up on Public Enemy. I grew up on all that. Went back to old. That was my old school when I was younger. Rap is not that anymore. That's okay by me. That's okay by me. I'm not that kind of. I'm not that kind of. You know what I mean? I'm not. That's okay by me. I fell in love with XXX Tentacion. I fell in love with what Mac Miller tried to do. I fell in love with Juice World. I know I'm cool with that. Hip hop is not going to stay the same as it is forever. I'll always love it. But Kendrick, he revived hip hop. And hip hop was something that I think brought me out of a lot of things that could have gone wrong. And I don't know, people judge hip hop and say it has this, you talk about this and that. And I get that. But for me, it brought me out of a lot. It was an escape for everything. You know what I mean? I hope people don't listen to it and just think like, oh, that we just gonna no, like it's music in the end. Hidden Hills, the Ville, shout out to the Ville, shout out to all the creators. A lot of crazy stuff happened with the creators last week, huh? But shout out to everyone, shout out to the Ville, shout out to Therapy, shout out to everybody. A lot of people, so I leave that stuff for like the Ville and the gangsters, of YouTube to cover. I don't like personally to cover something I'm not really sure about. I don't like to get into too much conspiracy, so I'm gonna leave it. I like to let it bubble up and get into what's the reality of it, and that's fine. People love that stuff. Hidden Hills, actually, what's crazy is I'm very confused by the Hidden Hills because the DJ Vlad situation and him bringing up that something about Drake from the Hidden Hills, he knows something. And now when I saw that clip, I was confused because I was like, when did this come out? And why is this coming out now? When I looked at it, it was an old clip with academics, no? It was a year ago or like a few months. I don't know. I could be wrong. So I was very confused as to why it came up now. So for me, I like to do a little more research, before understanding. But that's something DJ Vlad said, which is crazy to me that he knows something about Drake. And it's funny because I think Whack 100, who, again, I don't know a lot of these people. I'm just spitting out the names. I've heard clips here or there. He also said he knows something about Drake. So it's kind of insane, and it's a little scary. So we'll see what happens. Bill has eyes, the hills can't hide. Shout out to the Bill. Shout out to everybody who popped up in the rap beef. I love it. I know everyone who popped off during the rap battle. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you all for rocking with us, because the stuff I saw last week happen with creators was very disappointing to me. Very disappointing. What was going on and all this stuff. It's sad to see, unfortunately, it's sad to see. So shout out to everyone who's doing this, who's covering all this. These people barely, people think people make a lot of money. There's a whole lot of money in all this, unless you get, unless your video gets really viral. You know what I mean? So it's people doing this shit for fun, people having enjoyment. Ain't no room for beefs. There's no room for creators. That stuff, we need to put that to the side, bro. This ain't that serious. And for everybody here, y'all know, and shout out to Absa. I love her content. Shout out to everyone, and people have real lives, People have real lives. Like I have a real life. This is for fun. This is something I love, I enjoy. But you won't catch me, you know what I mean? Like there's a real life, you know what I mean? So sometimes YouTube, I think people all I could say is ego is no good. And I always say this to my son. Don't get too cocky. Don't get too cocky. That's something I always try to teach to my son. And you would think like, why? You would think like, why? Don't you want, right? Everyone says, nah, bring him up. You could do it. You're the best. Yes, maybe you could do it. You could try. Don't get too cocky. Keep your feet on the ground. Because life has taught us a lot, right? If anyone here who's older, life has taught us a lot. There's ups, there's downs. One day you could be good. Next day you could be down. One day you could be healthy. Next day you could be sick. I'm going to get to the Luther analysis. So don't get too cocky because you don't know how long your health can last. You don't know, I don't know what stories I have, but you never know who you're going to cross when you're up, when you're going down. You don't know life has taught us that. For shout out to all the the older, Gen X, millennials who know this about life. You going up? I have a small baby channel. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to be here with you. I'm happy y'all show up. I want to connect with y'all more. But when you go up, you don't know who you're going to see when you go back down. I swear, life is going to show you the craziest things. So just don't get too cocky. And that's for myself. That's one for myself. That's for myself, and everyone. And like I said, I tell it to my son, relax. You're good. But don't think you that good. You're good. But don't think you're that. And that might sound, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. That may sound harsh, but I think it's an important philosophy. It's an important philosophy in life. It's an important philosophy. And I see it. My son, when he gets cocky and not gaming console, and he knocking people out in that Fortnite, relax. Because 1 second, someone's going to knock your ass out, and you're going to be number 7. You ain't going to be number 1 in that Fortnite. You're going to be number 30. Who plays Fortnite? Y'all don't play Fortnite. Yo, hit the. You're going to play, and your ass, you're going to get done right before you start the match. Gen X in the building, New York. So all I say is, hopefully we all can be humble. When we all get cocky, hopefully we all can be humble. I love all the creators. I love everything I see. I love all the content I've seen. And hopefully we all can stay up. Hopefully we all can stay connected. Hopefully we all can stay making good content. And I think that's it. You know what I mean? That's all it is. That's what we need. We need to come together. Shout out to everybody. I don't really for me, it's not a matter of getting involved. If anyone wants my opinion, I give it. Otherwise, I don't really have any reason to make comments except just I'm disappointed overall. And I just, as a message to all of us and to myself, all I can say is ego is rough. Ego is rough. Sometimes you get a viral video. We all know as creators, sometimes you get a viral video and that shit hits and you on top of the world. Next video, it doesn't hit. It is what it is. So it's YouTube is not, listen, YouTube is YouTube, YouTube is just what it is, and we need to just stay humble. We need to just, grind and help. Really, I think what we need to do is do this for you all, for the chat. I thought about this for a while and I was like, why am I doing this? I don't really get paid. So there was all this discussion about super chats, right? In last week and all this stuff. And I was thinking, how much? You know what I mean? So it's I think it was just well, what's the purpose? But we sitting around thinking about the money. I mean, that's not really, obviously I get it, but for this thing to become a job, man, you need to be really you know what I mean? If y'all see that, you need to really be, you know what I mean? So I was the chat is what's important. you know, and how can we bring value to you? Y'all hit the like button. Rocky McG, you please hit the like button. I don't want to bring up the situation. I'm just saying, like, just paying attention as just something out there. You know, this is really for the chat. All right, Luther. All parties. All right, y'all tell me. Facts, Stephanie. Did I miss the breakdown? No, I'm slow today. My ass is. I'm taking my time with the chat today. I don't know why I put a topic and then I'm like, I ain't gonna get to that topic right now. I'm gonna get to that topic later. Because then we end up talking about Drake, Nokia, and everything. But I don't care. It's funny. Therapy was in Absa's chat trying to. All right, I ain't getting all that. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Therapy. Shout out to Absa. Shout out to everyone doing it. Facts best to practice humility. Everything of life is a learning lesson, good, bad, and indifferent regardless. Like up the stream. Thank you. Gen X in the building. Did I miss the breakdown? No, a brother slow. I hate that everything is content nowadays. Some things aren't for public consumption. Very true. Very true. Some people see the YouTube as an extension of themselves also, though, as you know, some people, you know, see YouTube as an extension and speak about what matters to them. That's just something, you know, to consider. You're not wrong, sir. Thank you. No, we haven't heard the breakdown. Nope, a brother slow. I'm gonna get to it. It was all too much testosterone. And Lauren's turned into, you know, this is why I beg for the ladies to come on the show. I want Absa to come on the show. I want Morning to come on the show. We need the ladies. You know what I mean? Because yeah, too much testosterone sometimes they don't good. Miscommunication on both sides and not reading the room. Like the video if you haven't already. Thank you, chat. I saw that too and had to leave. All right, yeah. Again, I don't want to slander anyone. I think all parties are exceptional, and we need to move past it and just kind of get going. Do it for the love and culture. And the point is that the chat is what matters. The chat is what matters. Not like it's not like it's you guys that matter. You know, if we don't, who cares? You know what I mean? What we're doing. I'm not important. You know what I mean? Y'all are important. I'm doing this. I'm on here for you. You could see if people, like I said, ego gets the best of us. Absent morning collab, definitely. All right. So the chat, the Luther. So I dropped the video. What was it? I dropped the video on the lyrics. Really? So I'm slow. Yo, the creators are insane in this space. I'm gonna take my time. I was trying to do a breakdown of the lyrics of Luther. And literally on this, I was like, yo, I gotta get this. I gotta get to this. I have real life. I have the kids. I have this, that. And I just couldn't get to it. On the day that I finally wrap up the breakdown of the lyrics, the video drops. Kendrick. So I wanted to, so now it was kind of threw stuff away because my analysis was really about the lyrics, not about the music video. So some people go into it thinking it's about the music video, and the music video is a whole other thing. So in general, right, the in terms of the song, I saw, and people had disagreed or agreed, was that before we get to the music video, was that, let me see, 1 second. Yeah, here's the music video. Yeah. Before we get to the music video, I saw that this song, based on the lyrics, was more than just a love song. Excuse me. Let me pull up Kendrick Luther. And we'll get to, like I said, I promise. Y'all, how long I've been on here? I don't know. I'll stay on with y'all. It doesn't really matter. But where is the lyrics? Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm slow with this thing. Y'all, if y'all see how many screens I have up trying to do this, I'm like, people are probably like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? But it's insane. The brother's slow. Thank you. I loved your song analysis. I appreciate you. You're just encouraging him, but also teaching him to be humble. Thank you, Samantha. Yeah, that was back when I was talking about, don't get too cocky. So everything is going smooth. To me, in the song, everything is going smooth. Should we do here? Let's do this one. Everything is going smooth up until, in a way, we have a Heineken both. Until she says, in this world, concrete flowers grow. heartache. She only doing what she know. Weekends, get it popping on the low. Better days coming for sure. That to me, let's go back here. Hold on. Where am I? Yeah. That flips the song to me. That changes everything to me. Because we shouldn't be talking about heartache, right? Why you have heartache? It's because you're in love? No, because there's a conflict. Diva Dan, finally catching you live. Thank you. I appreciate you. Rewatch gang. Wait, why is rewatch gang? Veronica, we live. No, we live. You know what he does make sense of that. I think about it because okay, so I won't go back to other topic, but so to me, this song here. Let's get to what is this? This song is not just about love. This song is about heartache, and it's about conflict, and it's about not being able. It's questioning love, and showing that who remembers their first love. Who remembers the first love? Who remembers just in the beginning, the first the first remnants of beauty and passion towards someone else. And there was this extreme feeling towards someone, but all these other things were in the way. Like, does this person love me? Will that person like me? What they doing? What they doing at night? Who they texting? I don't know. If I text you, why you ain't texting me back for like another hour? You're supposed to love me, right? I don't know. I don't know why, right? All these things come up. And I think that this song, and it's like you see the other person talking to someone else. Why? Why are they talking to someone else? I don't know. Who's that person over there? Why she with him? That's the stuff that people forgot. No, don't tell me y'all ain't experienced that. That's the stuff that everybody forgot. That I think this song is now what's crazy is that the original song, If This World Were Mine, and I went back, was beautiful and was remade a bunch of times, but was super lovely. Like was super about love. Like if I could give you everything, I will give it to you. That's it. But this song and Kendrick and SZA changed it up and said, I want to give you everything, but I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm trying, but something is stopping me. Like I want to give you everything, but like what's keeping me from doing this? So I think the way Kendrick and SZA flipped the "If This World Were Mine" was perfect because in the original it said "If this world were mine, I give you everything." But this song is actually reflecting the actual phrase "If this world were mine," meaning it's not mine, and so I can't. If this world were mine, I would give you everything. But you know what? The world is not mine. So I can't give you everything. I don't know why I can't. I want to, but I just don't know what's keeping me from doing it. Is it that I don't trust you? Is it that I really like this other guy or this other woman and there's something keeping me with that other person? I don't know. Maybe I want to be with the other person, but I love you. Like these are the things that I think the song is bringing up that is kind of going unnoticed. Um, that's going unnoticed. You know, the stuff that is hindering love, the stuff that's keeping us away from love, the stuff that is getting in the way. I think the woman in the box braids represents Gloria. You mean you hang up? No, you hang up first. That's the nice love right there. But when it's like you hang up, no, you hang up first. And then, man, one day I will talk about personal experiences, but I'm not going to do it right now. One day when I work up, when I muster up the courage to talk about stuff that I remember in the past about being in love and then seeing some insane things happen with the other party, but then that person says they still love you. You are everything to me. No, I ain't. You're playing with me. You're playing with me. I'm not everything. I'm not everything. There's more. You like someone else. You like that other person. You tell me you don't, but I think you do. So maybe he can't give her anything. So just pure lyrics. That's what made me think about that. We didn't get to the music video yet. We didn't even get to the music video. Music video flipped everything now. Music video on F me up. Music video messed me up. Because the only extra thing I thought was love is being hindered. Because SZA says it. In this world, concrete flowers grow. We in a bunch of nasty, we are in this crap hole. Concrete. Like Tupac said, the rose that grew from the concrete. Why is SZA saying concrete flowers grow? Why are we talking about concrete flowers? Because the flower is in this hell, is in the garbage. I'm still, through all this crap that I'm seeing, I'm still trying to blossom. But I can't. Heartache, she's only doing what's habitual, what she saw from other people. And I think a lot of times people in relationships, they want to be loving, but they only do what was done to them. Y'all tell me in the chat. Chat, have you ever been in a situation when you don't know how to give because you only doing what was done to you? What that woman did to you, now you're doing it to other women. What that guy did to you, now you're doing it to other guys. You want to love, but it's like, nah, I got to practice all this nonsense that was done to me. Now I have to practice that and do it to these other guys. There's more to this, right? We don't want to admit as human beings the shit sometimes. Excuse my lack of better words. I don't like to curse. The harsh, raw nature that's inside of us. We don't like to say it. You love, but you also have another side of you. You want to love. You want to give everything, but you're not sure. And people say, I'll give you everything. But would you if you weren't getting nothing back? If you weren't getting nothing back, would you? Now be honest with yourself. And the truth is, I do believe that true love should be unconditional. That's the truth. I do believe it should be unconditional. But I'm asking you to ask yourself, in Luther, is this what's being brought up? That in life, can we fully be unconditional? Like if one day your lady had a health problem, can you love her till the end? If that woman is not giving you everything you want or you see in a woman, are you going to love her till the end? If that guy doesn't make you feel secure, doesn't do this, you say you love him, but if he don't put up, if he don't do what he has to do, if he don't stand up and be a man, will you love him till the end? Or are you going to keep a back door open? Right? Y'all remember, right? In relationships, especially in high school, there was always a back door. Like, y'all tell me in the chat, y'all, can y'all hit W's in the chat, please? I just want to see. Y'all, hit W's in the chat for me. W's, please. W. For this song, Luther, for our discussion about love. Hit W's in the chat. And salute to y'all in the chat. Hit that like button. And y'all, I promise I'm going to revive the Discord. I promise. Join the Discord. But y'all remember in high school, there was always a back door. Don't lie. When that woman loved you, or that girl was talking about high school, or in college too, it still happens now. I think that young lady had a back door, had another guy that maybe, y'all tell me facts if I'm not lying. Maybe this other guy might be okay for me. Maybe this other guy, I'm not sure. I got to keep this other guy on the back burner because I might need this other guy. Same thing with the guys. Y'all don't lie. Tell the truth to the ladies right now. In that moment that you might say, I love you, but maybe there's another woman there, and you're thinking, you know, I don't know. What if this doesn't work out? What if this doesn't work out? A backup for the backup. John Marie, a backup for the backup. Damn, who's the front runner? Nobody. That's what's sad, right? There's no front runner. Everybody's a backup. Everybody's a backup. That's the problem with human beings. And that's why I love Kendrick's music. And this is the part that other people can't see, is when people say he's a hypocrite, it's because he brings this stuff to the forefront that Drake and all these other people can't do. These people still looking at like superficial stuff. They can't see, yo, Kendrick's a hypocrite because he did this and that. Y'all do that. That's the human being. Y'all love and you hate. Y'all tell someone you love them and then you have something else on the side. Or you want to move forward, but you might want to step back. You want to do good, but you might want to go to that party. Hey, thank you, Robin Silver. Just be you. That was my draw to your channel. Your breakdown of Reincarnated was riveting. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sometimes the deep dives, they take a long time. So I just feel like I want to connect with the audience more. And if I get stuck sometimes in doing I love that content, to be honest with you, but it really wears on me. So I want to be a part of the other conversations. So I definitely want to go live more. Excuse me. But thank you. I appreciate you. That was Reincarnated. That breakdown took me a really long time, honestly. And I love it. To be honest, I won't have this conversation now. I know Kendrick's catalog. We don't have to have this conversation now, but I think Reincarnated is one of his best songs. Just put that to the side. Yes, I love all the other songs. There's 1,000 songs. I actually want to talk about You, Kendrick's You. I'm going to get to that. I have a moment in my life that song really broke me down. That song really, really, really broke me down. So Kendrick, he's bringing together like, yes, we do good, but we also do bad. That's what this music video, I think, is really, really addressing. So that was just the lyrics. Baby girl. The Reincarnated breakdown was wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate you. There's not enough. I wish there was more of y'all. That I feel like I need more Gen X and more millennials to really get on the channel, because not enough of people are getting into those deep dives. People, want to talk about a lot what's going on, in the current space. If you like me as moderator, also, yeah, Diva Den, yes, absolutely. Here, let me see if I could. For anyone who becomes moderator, I want you to know, y'all, if y'all gotta do stuff, it's all good. We can make multiple moderators whenever it's needed. Can manage block words, can review, yes, managing moderator. Diva Den. Anyone who needs that, you got it. I mean, we're here for fun. But people might have stuff to do. It's Sunday. I'm glad y'all are here. I actually thought like no one was gonna show up. This is funny because I appreciate y'all. I'm like, yo, it's Sunday. Nobody want to talk about this shit right now. But you know what? It's Sunday. We chilling. I really want to revive. Let me shout out to y'all chat. Y'all hit the like button. Shout out to y'all for showing up. Diva Den, Denise, Denise, I see you. Y'all know I see y'all in the comments all the time, and I appreciate you. I love your comments. I check y'all out. I see, this is why I was saddened by what happened last week, because a lot of like people who comment, like people who, it tells me, Jean Marie, I got you. YouTube tells you who your audience like also watches. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something that maybe people like try to act like they don't pay attention to. I pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? So my audience watches certain people. It's cool. You know what I mean? So I see that's fine. So there's no reason why, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason why creators need to like worry about anything, bro. Like we're all here for the rap battle. We all, Kendrick revived a lot of stuff, bro. We just need to move on. You know what I'm saying? Your breakdown of Reincarnated was perfect. Thank you. I watched the Reincarnated breakdown several times. It's funny that people here who watch that breakdown, because I assume like nobody's gonna watch that shit. It's like ain't nobody gonna watch my an hour and a half breakdown of Reincarnated. Like up the stream. Who's Kendrick shooting at? Yes, ma'am. Denise. All right. I watched this video. Now it's a crime scene, y'all. It is. It is. This video is a crime scene. I need y'all help. We coming back. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom and stay. Then you here. I'm gonna come back and we talking about how this is a crime scene. Join the Discord. I'm 2 minutes. What's up, y'all? Y'all still? I love y'all. Y'all know you how to use the restroom more when you get older. I'm sorry. It is what it is. All right. Crime scene. XXX. Nah. The timing of the lights. People are relatively balanced. I think that's normal. Okay. Where you go? My bad, Stephanie. We get older. We got to use the restroom. I can't stay live. I've already been live for like, I don't know, an hour or 2 hours. I got to go to the restroom. It is what it is. I'm glad y'all here. Did you miss that on your first breakdown? Look at Kendrick's boots. He's very like Dexter. You know, I honestly thought this song was just like I told y'all. I thought this was just about, you know what I'm saying? Like love being rough, which it is. But Kendrick puts way more into the song when you watch it. When you watch this thing, all right. How should we start this? Too fast, didn't watch it. You're right, Arlen. Don't tell anyone. Okay. One, we have two. All right, so let's just do what's in the box? Oh, this box. All right, let's get back to this. But we have this young lady, Anasthesia. She's the model, right? She's Kendrick's significant person in the song. Lumi sub to you, love your energy, stay yourself, and you'll go big. Thank you, I appreciate you. I'm trying to stay myself. I appreciate you. She's one of the actresses. She's the woman in the Kendrick's lady. And then we have this young brother right here, Jerron McKinley. He's SZA's significant other. And look at this. I've been out the way raising my son and reading scriptures. My guy, look at this guy. That's the Instagram. And Anasthesia right here. So he puts them on. I don't know much about these people. I don't know much about them, to be honest, right? But it's nice to see, because y'all go look at the Drake Nokia. Who you going to look up? Drake and Drake. You go to Drake Nokia. I don't know. The women, we don't know who they are who are dancing. And then you got Drake. So we just going to look at Drake. But here in the Kendrick song, we got Anastasia. Cool. He put her on. We have the other young brother, Jerron McKinley. If anyone knows anything about them, throw it in the chat. But I think they're models, from what I understand. I don't know. He doesn't say anything about himself here. He doesn't say anything about himself here. But beautiful, he's here with his son. But he doesn't say if he's a model. That was my understanding. And then Anastasia, she's it's just so beautiful. It's beautiful to see. So she's the person in the song. And then obviously we have SZA. So we have Kendrick and her. All right. So here's this is the part that, all right. So we have 2 lovers? Or do we have 3? Geron's from Compton. Great. We have 3 lovers because we have Kendrick and Anastasia, right? We have Kendrick and her. Then we have SZA and Geron, right? But then don't we have a third? We have Kendrick and Sza. So there's like a love triangle, right? There's a love triangle. I think Anastasia's from Nigeria. Shout out to Nigeria. I think we have 3, right? So at first glance, right? Like, what is happening? Like, what is happening here? First of all, like, before we get into what's happening, right? Let's see some of the symbolism. One, okay, we see the love triangles, right? We got Kendrick and Sza, then we have Kendrick and Anastasia, then we have Sza and Geron. Then we have shout out to, was it Karena Evans at the end, which again, just I'm getting some of the superficial stuff out the way. Karena Evans, she apparently did Karena Evans. Hold on, I butchered her name. Karena Evans. Apparently, she is a Canadian director and actress. She garnered recognition for directing the music video for Drake's 2018 God's Plan and Nice for What and In My Feelings. Damn. Shout out to Karena Evans. Now, this is petty. Kendrick, this is petty. Brother, this is petty. But shout out to her because she did an amazing job. But ain't no way these two just won't stop. Like, it is hilarious because there ain't no reason why. She did a beautiful job. Don't get me wrong. She did an amazing job. There ain't no reason why he had to go get a Canadian director, film director to do this video. Like, ain't no reason. You know what I mean? But it's hilarious. I mean, I think we still kind of see that weird back and forth between them. Maybe we're reaching, maybe we're overlooking it, but it's funny. It's still funny. You know what I mean? Like, that thing is Canadian. I don't know. Y'all tell me the people talk about the Canadian suit. I don't know. I don't know that much about Canada. Apparently, the jean jacket and the jean pants are Canadian suit. I don't know. We going too deep. He's wearing the Canadian tuxedo. I said suit. I wonder if he did the music video during the same time with the awards. She's done a lot. She did early SZA videos as well. Oh wow! Shout out to her. I think he chose her because she's good. Obviously, 100%. I don't mean that he chose her just for for being Canadian. That I'm just teasing, but you know there is that element of like funniness there. She has worked with TDE before the beef. Oh, interesting. Interesting. She worked with other TDE artists. All right. I love the triangle is what you didn't address in your first breakdown. Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, in my video, I did this before. My take on the music, on the song, was not the music video. It was about the lyrics. But the music video turned this into another thing. All right. So first, so we have the love triangle. We have all these great actors, actresses. And the first thing that we see is this couple right here, right? I'm not gonna play the music because it'll get copyright. And honestly, this is better watched without the audio to understand it. We already know the song. We're good. We already know what's being said. I think he's being petty too. I'm sorry. I think Kendrick being stupid petty on this. And you know what? It's cool, man. Keep the foot on the neck, bro. Who cares? Who cares? Where are we? Y'all can see the video. So we see right here the couple. But they're kind of looking at each other like, right? This is the first sign that we see a couple. But are they like, what's the deal? He does crack like a little smile. I think he gets to like a little, but it looks like something is up, right? It looks like y'all know when y'all. Friday, it took me back to 1982 when I first heard the song. Wonderful memories. Thank you. Shout out to you, Robin Silver. Y'all know when you have that look. Well, y'all know when you have that look. I love you, but man, something's going. You know what I mean? Like, what you about, girl? She looking at him like, yeah, what you did, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't cool. Something's up with you, right? They have that look. It's obvious. It's obvious from the beginning. Something's wrong. I think he cracks like a little smile, which I found funny, but look at her face. What an amazing actress. Look at her face. Kendrick's doing good too, but look at her. Look at that face. Look at that face. Did you see that turn? I'm sorry, I'm gonna go deep because this stuff is so interesting to me. Y'all didn't see her go like this. She did the. Y'all didn't see that? She did. No, watch it again. Watch it again. Watch it again. She looking at him like, what's going on with you? Look at that. What an amazing actress. Shout out to Anastasia. What an amazing actress. This says it all. This is everything right here. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. And it's more than just, and we'll see later, that it's more than just a love triangle. Because we got the fa, 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 fa. There's more to it. Can y'all see everything or do I need to blow it up? He grabbed her by the chin, not the throat. At first, I thought she was a ghost. Are you cheating, face? She looking like, stop playing with me. Did you cheat? Gorgeous. Well, I didn't notice wow, the throat grab. Wait a second. I didn't notice that. Where do you see that? Is it later in the video? I didn't notice the throat grab. Maybe it came later. Okay. We established something's wrong. Then we see this shot, right? Kendrick is serious. And I think, again, people are looking at this superficially. You know what I mean? He's sad. No. Okay, so let's look at this. So let this play. The chewing of the gum is hilarious, though. But that wasn't needed. But the chewing of the gum was because he got caught in something. Now he's looking down. Where is he? Where is he, y'all? Y'all didn't think about that? Y'all forgot to ask where he's at? Where is he? All right, let's keep watching. He's contemplating. Something happened. Now, it pulls back. It pulls back. It pulls back. I love it. Let's get back to this shot, okay? Remember that shot. We have to get back. Church? Is that church? Police station lobby. Church or courthouse? Y'all, let's think. Let's think. I mean, y'all tell me. No, I'm not a church guy, but like, y'all, I know what a church looks like, but is that a church pew? But is there a church pew at the back of the cement wall? Or is the church pews up in the front? Now, I'm asking y'all. Y'all tell me. Police station is a good one. Titanium, tectonic. Just joined. How is it a crime scene? We're getting to it. Back row in a church. Y'all tell me. I'm sure there's different sizes of churches. Maybe there could be a pew, against the wall. I'm sure, but I didn't look at it that way. But that's cool. Like, let's consider that church or courthouse, police station. I thought it was a church. Fine, could be. And it being a church would be interesting and could be interesting double entendre. Definitely. Like, is it a church? And honestly, in the end, I'll give my thoughts and y'all give your thoughts. But hospital, ooh, good one. We're never going to know, right? This is all for speculation. We can't say it's this for sure. That's what makes it. When I do my breakdowns, people get really petty about stuff. It's just like, yo, this is what I thought. You know what I'm saying? This is Kendrick and he's making art. Of course, it can go so many ways, obviously. So it's either a church, it's either a police station, it's either a courthouse, a government building. Okay. It looks too comfortable for a police station. Maybe. All right. Here he is in the Canadian tuxedo, I guess. All right. So these places, and then let's continue the breakdown. This is interesting. So, thought I saved this. Where was this shot? Right? Where was Kendrick Luther video shot? So it says here, the Westin Bonaventure Hotel in Los Angeles. Okay, so let's look at that for a second. Here it is. Shout out to LA. This is LA, right? Does look like it. I don't know. Oh, look at the interiors. Yep, here it is. Right? All right, cool. So we know a hotel is involved. All right, cool. What's the other one? The Brandis Barden campus of American Jewish University. Now I know Kendrick ain't being petty. I know he being petty, but I ain't gonna say nothing. But excuse me, American Jewish University Brandis Barden campus. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful architecture, right? And I think this is in the video, right? Wow, look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. Oh, we just found where it was shot. Oh my God, look at this. There it is. There's the pew. Now, obviously, it's still artistic, right? So this is just probably the actual spot, but obviously that doesn't matter. Like, we still can go with, right, the police station, courthouse. Obviously, he's not at the campus in the music video, right? It's not meant to be that, but this looks like where it was shot. Those are church pews that he and Sza are sitting on, and they're sitting separately because there's this duality that he's trying to portray visually. Yo, y'all missing it. Every time the lady appears, the lights beam sending an angel and she appears. The other building is where they filmed Power Rangers. I have a 6-year-old son. Okay. The same place as GNX teaser. Okay. Interesting. I actually didn't know that. All right. So interesting. We got like locations, right? Westin Bonaventure Hotel. Boom. A campus of American Jewish University. Boom. All in Cali. All right. That's cool. Actually, let me keep that one up. That's hilarious. Actually, that this is actually so good that shot. I lost it, but there it is. I feel like this is in the video. All right, now we back. So there's a hotel. Y'all hit the like button, please. Can y'all? And I promise. I'm gonna revive the Discord, and I want to connect with you on the Discord. Let's get up the chat. Y'all hit the like button. Push this out. This is for y'all. This is for us to connect. I appreciate y'all. Please join the Discord. And y'all find me there. Y'all want to talk. Y'all want to chat. Y'all do whatever. We following this battle. Continue. We're following Kendrick music as it continues. And I will revive it. But it's really for y'all. We can connect. That's why I say I'm going to go live. And hit the like button. All right. Great locations. All right. So here he's at. Okay. So let's continue. Hit the like button. All right, here we at. So we see this. Okay, there's another. Ooh, look at the light. Ooh, let's go back. This is the other scene that tells it all. All right, let's go back. Something's wrong, right? Look at her. Look at her posture. Look at the way she's. Y'all know that, man. Y'all know that. Ain't no way a lady in a hotel is sitting like this unless something's wrong. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Right? That's that. What's happening in my life right now? What's happening? And there she turns to him, beautiful. And he looks. Now they're here. All right, so we have another issue, right? I want y'all here. I want y'all here because I need y'all. We have color and monochrome, like black and white, sprinkled throughout this video. What is the deal? What is going on right now? Right? What's going on with color and monochrome? Why? It keeps changing. Before this, she is there. All right, man, you jumping the gun. Nokia was trash. Yeah, I love this. Let's break up our Luther analysis with Nokia's trash. Y'all are hilarious. It's either I'm so confused or I'm so in love. But we got black and white, and we have color. It keeps going back and forth. Why is it black and white at times, and why is it color at times? I think one is, y'all tell me in the chat, but either one is current, how I look at it, either one is current and one is a visualization or like it's something in the past. So y'all tell me what y'all think, but it keeps flipping between that. All right, this scene right here, it's not in order, it's like Memento. That is a good stay on course. Karen, thank you for the super chat. Stay on course. I got you. Everyone like Karen's super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Spread the bread. I'm just being funny. She was just funny. Karen, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. This scene says it all. All right, and this is all right. So they're sitting together, y'all. Okay, one, we see the light beams, right? Y'all see the light beams, you know, from the recessed lighting. What does that mean? We do see this. To me, this is reminiscent of an African tribal statue, perhaps. Like, just a guess. That's what it's reminiscent of for me. There's a triangle, there's a square, and there's like an oval circle. So those have symbols. Maybe triangle representing feminine beauty. The woman, the square maybe representing balance, the circle maybe representing unity, but all this, I think, confusion, you know, like all together, maybe represents, I don't know, you know, but this little, do y'all see that little thing that kind of looks like a chess piece, but is a statue, right? It's kind of beautiful and kind of intentionally placed. And now he's in this room and it opens up. It kind of opens up suddenly, right? It's kind of like, why is this like, it seems like it's like it doesn't mean anything, but then in the next scene, what do we see? And then we see the car being covered in red representing blood. And then bam, then we see Kendrick do this. This is how we know it's a crime scene. This is how we know it's a crime scene. We didn't pay attention. This is Kendrick, y'all. This is Kendrick Lamar, y'all. Like this ain't Kendrick ain't no Drake. Like he ain't just doing some random old like let me hold the gun. Like no. This ain't Nokia. This ain't like let me come out in Drake #1 and all right. Let me stay on track. There's a reason, right? Then he does the shots here. I thought it was a chess piece too, Shasha. I thought it was a chess piece. Next music video could be TV off. I think SZA represents escort. She's just doing what she knows. Weekends get popping on the low, then she transforms and finds love. He's shooting here. Fa. Now y'all tell me there's something up. What does Kendrick put in his music? What does Kendrick put in his music? Literally, my 2.5-year-old son has it down to a T, and I don't play this song that much. Yo, hit the like button. I don't play this song that much, but he has it down. He doesn't even make full sentences yet. He says fa. And the other day, he got it down to the end. He just said fa. He even hit that last fa. And I was like, what is happening? Like, what, Kendrick, what are you doing, bro? Like, but it's hilarious to me. But anyway, here it is, gunshots. Kendrick does it, gunshots. And like I said, this is why I think Kendrick changes this song and adds more elements to this song. The old ones are beautiful. Crack that I keep smoking. Follow the fits. Okay, interesting. All right, so he shoots someone here. Excuse me. Y'all bear with me. I clear my throat a lot, but he shoots someone. Who does he shoot? Who does he shoot? Who does he shoot? Y'all asked that question. 8 fires. You're right, 8. Someone said 7 in another video. It's 8. Does he shoot? So here's my question. Does he shoot her? Does he shoot her? Now, y'all gonna say I'm reaching. I'm asking y'all. Or does he shoot him? And when I say her, I mean, does he shoot her? Anasthesia. It's a reach. But y'all, this is Kendrick. I don't know. Y'all tell me. because he's up in this hotel, and later on we'll see they go up and they go down, right? And she's in there, and all of a sudden, bam, he opens it up, right? That's where the crime scene happens, and he shoots. So either he surprises her and gets rid of her because his true love is SZA. I know this is a reach. You have to throw everything at the wall first, or does he somehow set up the guy, SZA's guy, and then shoot him because he really loves SZA, but is still with this woman? Her. Arlen, you think it's her? It looks like he's wearing what he's wearing in the Mr. Morale Big Steppers, possibly. Who's he shooting, y'all? Thank you, Diva. Y'all, hit the like button. 300 in the live. Y'all, thank you. Hit the like button and join the Discord. You think SZA and Kenny set dude up? Yes. I'm confused, y'all. This is why I wanted to go live with y'all. Is him and SZA setting up the guy, getting rid of him? Or is him and SZA setting up her? I don't know. It's not a reach. This is Kendrick's music. This is art. I don't know. I don't know. Is he setting up her? Right? Because he surprises her. And throughout the whole video, they're like stuck in this mode. Like, and is he getting rid of her to vow to SZA? Or is he keeping both of them and getting rid of SZA's guy? All right, here we go. Now the guy is Drake. She comes out of this room. I thought they were setting up the guy. Titanium Tectonic, I don't know. I'm asking. I think it's either the guy, but I think it's overlooked that it could be Kendrick's woman. I think that's being overlooked. That maybe he's vowing to SZA that, or whoever her character, that this other woman that I'm kind of still with, like, I'm gonna get rid of her for your sake. Artistic, obviously, it's all artistic. Or he's vowing to SZA that I'm gonna get rid of that guy, because he kind of says it, right? Take your enemies in front of God. But he says in the song, take your enemies in front of God and hit them with that light, introduce them to that fire. Is he talking? Who's the enemy of SZA in this? Is it the guy? Or is it his girl that's her enemy that he's getting rid of? Y'all gotta ask yourself that question. Y'all tell me. I'm listening. Y'all tell me, who is it? Kendrick is a hired K. LOL. Kendrick is taking down Drake. Leave Drake out. Drake ain't got nothing to do with this, y'all. Leave Drake out of this. Don't forget, LLU only said directed by, but okay, y'all, who is it? Is he getting rid of SZA's guy or his lady? Or are we all off? I ain't getting rid of Drake. Drake got nothing to do with this. All right. I think the chat is behind the stream, so I'm gonna move on. The enemy and whoever and whatever that is. Yeah, but like, let's be real. Kendrick as the hired killer and SZA did the Grim Reaper knock. Interesting. Yeah. The enemy could be anything that interferes with their peace. Yes, but what is it? Let's identify. This is a movie. This is a movie right now. Let's say her face is pleading with him about something. I thought it was cheating, but maybe it's something else he's about to do for them or do to her, right? Or do for them. But what is he doing for them? I don't think he could get rid of SZA. I don't think he's getting rid of SZA in this song, right? Because she shows up at the end, right? So he can't be getting rid of her. Okay. Now, she gets out of this room called 13. What does 13 stand for? Now, what does the number 13 mean? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, let me move this over. She comes out of the room 13. What does the number 13 mean? Oh, this is crazy. In many Western cultures, the number 13 is often associated with bad luck or misfortune. Stemming from the Last Supper in Christian tradition and the presence of Judas, who betrayed Jesus as the 13th person. Yo, this is all being discovered now. What? Wait a second. Is Sister Judas? I'm confused, y'all. Hold on. 13 is a feminine number? Empress Fair, hey. Yes, look at the Grim Reaper meme. An omen. Unless they both die, Sis and the dude appear in monochrome. 13, apparently in this Google search, is referencing to bad luck. So she comes out of this room. This is why I think maybe she's bad luck, one for Kendrick, maybe. And bad luck for that guy, because he's going to be set up. Her guy is going to get set up. She's bad luck. That's how I'm taking this right now. She's bad luck. I'm sorry. Now I'm even more confused. Because in the song Luther, is he vowing his love in the song? Is he talking, when you match the video, is he talking to the lady who's Anasthesia, or is he talking to Sza? So who's the person really? 13 is femininity also? I didn't know that, so maybe that's the case. Okay, then she goes on. Some people say, I don't like to get into this too much, y'all. People keep telling me to talk about this, and I just don't enjoy talking about it. That this jacket is reminiscent of something XXX Tentacion, rest in peace. I loved his music and I loved his art. Is something he wore. Maybe a troll on Drake. I don't know. I would think it's petty, and I wouldn't want to bring up another man's passing in this kind of way. I don't know. I don't speak on the peekaboo situation. People say there was something about Drake, about the Kendrick, about the X. I like to stay away from that. I don't know. Like that stuff is all alleged. That's not my channel. It's not about all that stuff. Leave it to the other channels. I got no idea. I don't want to speak on the death and stuff like that. Or rest in peace. But some people say this jacket is reminiscent of what X wore. The same jacket. Okay. She takes it off. Here's another thing. My boy, there he is. All right, look at this. What are the room numbers? 10, 8, 6. Where's the 7? Roman numeral 7, babe. Drop it like it's hot. Roman numeral, babe. Drop it like it's hot. Roman numeral 7, babe. 6, 8. How intentional is this, y'all? Like, y'all gotta give it up. Give it up to, what was her name who did it? Karena Evans. Possibly with Dave Free and others. They skipped the number 7. Because 7, so she comes out of room 13. 7 is that beauty, is that number for perfection. Y'all, can y'all hit the like button, please? Y'all coming in, coming out. Whoever's here, just please hit the like. That's a like little gesture, little nice gesture. Hit that like button if y'all liking this. It's room 6, hence the 6. Y'all still making this about Drake. Y'all need to stop. We're gonna keep cooking Drake on other videos, but this ain't it right now. I don't think this video. I just think this is a masterpiece artwork. I know you don't want to talk about it, but this is what I get. Which one, Rocky? 7 is across the hall. Interesting, yeah, because 6, 8, 10, so 7, 8, like 9. I could see that. I could see that. Excuse me. Okay. She goes into number 6. Excuse me. Maybe that's 6 God. Yes. 6666, the devil. Yes. Who knows? But we skip number 7. Okay. Yo, look at the shoes. Look at the wait, hold on. Look at the fit real quick. Look at the fit. I love these shoes. Now, there's another thing, y'all, I want to bring up. Stay with me. I'm going to be right back. 2 minutes. I promise. Stay with me. I'm coming right back. Okay. Here we are. Let's go. Excuse me. Hit the like button, y'all. Okay. Nice fit. Now, there's another thing that I think we're not paying attention to, okay? Film noir. I don't know how to say this, y'all. Whoever's really, this is something I remember studying in college. People are missing this, okay? Film noir. Film noir is a distinct style of Hollywood crime. Okay, this is how we know the elements is a crime scene, because he's using elements from film noir. It's a distinct style of Hollywood crime dramas, particularly in the 40s and 50s, characterized by low-key black and white visual styles and cynical attitudes. It's known for its high contrast lighting and dramatic shadows. Right? So, and look at, sorry, excuse me. Film noir often explores themes of disillusionment, moral ambiguity, and the darker aspects of human nature, often with tragic or pessimistic endings. Is this not film noir? Yes. Yes, this is film noir. This is elements of that, right? Harsh shadows, black and white, and historically, that is what this represents. That's another element that is going unnoticed, that even the way it's shot is reminiscent of crime scenes, right? You could see right here, these right here, see this? These scenes, right? These are the visuals that we're getting, right? These are the faces. Look at the expressions. Okay. So they go up to the hotel. Devania, film noirs are the only films you've been watching. Are you serious? That's pretty amazing. You know what's crazy? They have really good stories. I remember in college, our professor had us watch something, and I was like, wow. It was called Double Indemnity. Double Indemnity. These are always about these, excuse me, crime. I think it was a love triangle as well, but 1944. What a great film this was. These things are worth watching. Double Indemnity. Okay. He's back with her in this hotel. He goes up. Now, I think, like someone said, I think that this is not in sequential order. I don't think the film is going 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that it's being in different elements, the way people said it, like Christopher Nolan's movie Memento. What an amazing movie. If y'all want to see a crazy movie, Christopher Nolan Memento. The whole movie is in reverse chronological order. The scene starts with the last scene, 9, 10, and goes on to the first scene. So, and you can't figure out what the hell is going on. And the whole time, Christopher Nolan, in the actor, he has short-term memory loss. He has a disease. He has so he can't remember anything. And he's trying to solve a puzzle. He's trying to solve, I think, a crime in it. I saw it a long time ago. Memento. Y'all gotta see this tonight or later in the week. Christopher Nolan is the director who did, I think, Batman and stuff like that. But this was one of his first films. Very indie. It's an indie film. The whole tale is in reverse chronological order. The whole time he can't remember, so he keeps writing stuff down on his arm. He tattoos things because he's trying to solve a problem. I think he's trying to solve who murdered his wife, if I recall. And he keeps finding clues and he writes it down because he knows he's going to. It's an amazing film. Amazing film. All right. Film Noir, Memento, Double Indemnity. Go check those out. So I think it's in reverse order, or not reverse, different order. So I think he brings her up, which I think it goes back to this scene. I think he's bringing her up to the hotel to do this, and then he does the shots. Either he gets rid of her or he gets rid of SZA's person. All right, continue. I love these expressions. Y'all love these expressions. That this was in the beginning of the film as well. And her braids are fire. Beautiful. I love that little giggle he gives. I feel like it was such a natural. I felt like they kind of stepped out of character a little bit because I felt like they were meant to be serious, and then he just kind of giggled. That's how I took this. He was. All right. Oh, wait a second. I missed this the first time around. Hold on. There's a shadow. There's a shadow. Look at the bottom left. Look at the bottom left. Watch this. That's her, because you can see the braids. All right. I thought it might be SZA. All right, you see that? You can see the braids. So she's there with him, but they're distant again, right? And look at this. Look at the way, right? This is what I mean by this is reminiscent of film noir. You see the geometric shapes, the shadows, the art behind this. How so artistic, right? So artistic and reminiscent of film noir, and also a potential crime scene. Now we're back here. Is this at the same place that where Kendrick and Anasthesia are? That's the part where I'm. Oh, wait a second. Look at this hallway. Doesn't the hallway, right? It's going around. Isn't that the same where they're at, where Kendrick and Anasthesia is? You see the round? So could SZA and that guy be leading into this round hallway where he does this crime? It looks like everything is round, right? The hallways are round. He's about to kill old boy. Okay. SZA. Y'all, I'm actually gonna go see. I'm gonna go see SZA and Kendrick and Sza actually, which I'm really excited about. I don't think I've been into. I don't think I've been at a concert for I don't know how long. So I'm actually gonna go see them. And we got really lucky. We got the tickets really early at a good price. So I'm really excited. And I swear, if Kendrick, it's supposed to be, I guess, a Gen X, I say Gen X, GNX, um, tour. But man, if he plays not like us, man, if he plays not like us, I'm gonna lose it. But I'll keep y'all abreast. It'll be, I think, May, sometime in May, next month. Now we established, right? This was, I think, the campus of, like it said, I don't remember, like it was a Jewish center or campus. We talked about it early. It looks like that's where these are being shot, I believe. So here she is with this guy, right? So again, who is she and who is this guy? My take is that Kendrick is the triangle. Kendrick and the girl, SZA and this guy, and Kendrick and SZA. And SZA is doing what she says in the song. Heartache, she only doing what she know. Weekends, getting popping on the low. Weekends, I'm doing my dirt. I'm with these other guys. I want to be with you, but I'm not fully there yet. And Kendrick, the character who's like, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like if this were my, I take your enemies in front of God, right? That maybe he wants to get rid of this guy because I love you so much, I can't see you with that other person. I can't see you with that other person. Even though I got this girl, even though I got this woman, even though I got her with me, I can't. That's how I took it. Or as we said earlier in the chat, maybe he's getting rid of his girl, and that's what I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Some people say she's an escort here. I don't know. I don't like to assume, right? Like a lot of people I don't like to assume just because the girl is dressed sexual or she looks great or whatever, however you want to word it, that she's an escort. You know what I mean? Like maybe she's just like, that's how she wants to dress. So I don't know. A lot of people saying she's an escort, maybe in the way that she's meeting him. I don't know. But I just took it as she's meeting him in discreet. That's all. She's meeting him in an area that she doesn't want people to know about. Or she's setting him up, as we know, and bringing him out for Kendrick to get rid of him. Kendrick and SZA don't even show affection in the video. Him and SZA make no sense. Claudia, I don't know about that. Well, it's a triangle. I mean, maybe they don't show it, but I think maybe. Take videos and pictures when you're at the Gen X concert. I definitely will. Hopefully I'll make a video about it. I love this jewelry. I love this jewelry, by the way. I love this jewelry. I love these kind of bracelets. It's just a personal like pet peeve. I think it's just the bangles, or is that what it's called? I love the way they look. All right, she looks like a working girl. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if she's a. There we go. There we go. All right. Here they are. Where are they? This is why. Now, someone said Kendrick and SZA don't show no love. Maybe they're two tails. Maybe it's a tail between Kendrick and the woman and SZA and the man. Maybe they both got rid of their person. I don't know. But this is why it's a crime scene. Where are they at? Now, people said church. Y'all still think that's a church? Now, when you pull back, does that still look like a church to you? Yeah, the pews. But does it? Maybe courthouse, I see because of the ceiling. Maybe a police station. I think that they got caught with the crime and they're waiting to be sentenced. That's how I'm seeing this. A reach, I don't know. Who knows for sure? But I think after the someone was taken out, whether it was SZA set him up, whether it was Kendrick set him up, whether SZA also got rid of the guy, whether it was Kendrick maybe getting rid of Anastasia, I don't know, but some crime happened and now they got caught, and that's why they are in this what the hell did I do situation. Now, here's interesting. She's starting to come down. And I found this interesting. They went up and she comes down. Just a cool symbolism, right? For going up and down in a relationship. Like the hotel going up and then the hotel coming back, the elevator coming back down. What about the mirror on the floor? Wait, where do you see a mirror? I didn't see a mirror. Now she's going down here. What the helly? You missed the part where the GNX car pulls up and Kendrick sits in the car. No, that didn't come yet. So now they're down here. I love this shot. Bam. Look at the way. What a beautiful shot. What a beautiful scene. They get it. This was real too. This is not no CGI, right? She comes down, Kendrick's right there. Look at the angles. And as I said, look at the film noir. See the shadows that we spoke about earlier? This is why it's a crime scene. Film noir is all about the stylized film noir style, like the style is meant for crime, for drama, disillusionment, moral ambiguity, the darker aspects of human nature. That's what film noir is. And they're depicting it. But look at the way she lands right there. And it's dark, and then bam. And then Kendrick, and she looks at him. And he looks at her. And she looks at him. Look at those eyes. And Kendrick looks down, then looks away. I'm not right. I'm not right. That's what this is telling me. That scene just depicts the essence of relationships that are in a tough situation, that have some harm, some conflict happening. Something serious though. Like that is something serious. Look at those eyes. Look how much you could depict from body language. She a ghost? I don't know. She's a ghost, I guess. Why? Did he get rid of her? I don't know. She looks at him. Look at the way he looks down instantly. Look at those eyes. Look at the way she looks down at him. Look, he looks down. I'm not right. So, okay, what's happening here? Either he's going to set her up. Either she knows that he's with this other woman. And how many, y'all, has anyone ever been in a relationship where you knew the other person was with someone? I need y'all to speak up. I hope not, but have any of y'all been in a relationship where you knew the other person was liking and was talking to someone else? Y'all be honest. Y'all be honest. I'm waiting. Yes, Tashana, Lacey, is that yes? That you've been in a relationship where the person, I don't know if the chat is caught up with the stream. Blues Castle, is that a yes for my question? I have. Yes. You knew. I don't know if I'm saying your last name right. The second Vibert, I'm not sure, but yes. Yup. All y'all, damn. All of us. Y'all know we messed up as human beings when we all saying yes. We all saying yes. And they went and called Kendrick a hypocrite. How could he work with Cardi? And how could he also have Mr. Morale? We all hypocrites. Yes. How painful was that? Now, I don't know which side y'all were on, but were you with a person and you knew they liked that other person? You knew they liked that other person. That shit stings. We all were young ones thing. Hey, I don't know, Rigo. I appreciate you, but you know, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm caught up in my own thoughts, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a little older, so I don't always get to talk to you know, like a whole generation of people to be like, yo, do y'all experience this? You know, I'm past a lot of this stuff, but yeah, it's like I remember these things from the past, but how painful is that? But why do we still hang on? Have y'all ever been in that relationship where you still hang on? I just want the truth so I could move on. I'm sure we've been on both sides. Hmm, maybe. It was devastating. Jim Maria. Why do we hang on? And I think that's what this song and this music video is kind of portraying. Why does she, Anastasia, in this song or in this music video, still with him? Why do we hold on? We're like, maybe they'll stop being with that person. Maybe they'll like me better. Maybe I can outperform that other person that she likes. Why? I don't that dude is not good enough. He's not like me. But why is she liking him? Why can't we, or vice versa for the woman? Y'all tell me your perspective. Why does that guy still talk to that lady? What does he see in her? But he's saying he loves me. But what does he see in that other person? I don't know. And maybe I can compete against her and be better and get that person to love me. But in my experience, anyone who's playing someone like that, in my life experience, and y'all can share, who's playing someone like that, they played their hands and they're showing you their cards. That's who they are. Because anyone I think who would love someone to the fullest would never play with them like that. They would never play with the other person's heart like that. Not someone that they would eventually become husband and wife one day, perhaps. No, Belu's Castle. In my case, I'm Gemini. I want payback. And that's what we spoke about earlier, is that we want payback. Sometimes when that stuff happens to us, what do? We do it back to the other person. Not to the other person. Sometimes we're so bad, we say, I'm going to get you to love me back. And when you love me back, I'm going to get you back. Y'all, listen, we talking real. Don't tell me that y'all don't think these thoughts. I'm only going to make you love me back because when you love me back, I'm going to get you back for what you did to me. Or sometimes we say, whatever you did to me, and just like SZA says, heartache, she only doing what she know. I'm going to do back to everybody else what you taught me. Everything you showed me, and you taught me how to hate, and you taught me betrayal, and you taught me not to be loyal. I don't know why, because I gave you everything. I'm going to do it to everybody else. I don't know why. Why do I want to do it to everybody else? I want to experience what you did to me. I want to experience what it's like being on the other side of being that powerful that I can play this person and that person. That's too much effort. Nickelodeon. Well, I tell you though, human beings, we can be patient when we want to get back. We can be patient when we want to get back. Look how long the Drake and beef last. Y'all, look how long that shit lasted, a decade. And they went at each other like with to the T. And listen, y'all, I'm just speaking human emotion. This song is teaching us that. Ain't nothing Drake Nokia can teach us. This song is bringing all these things. Shout out to them for creating this. It will be 10 by Monday while Nokia still stuck at 9. Or you mean number 1. This is probably the best scene in the whole. I'm gonna play it one more time. What just happens here by facial expressions is the best thing in the whole video. Look at her face. Look at those eyes. She cuts him. She cuts him and he can't even look at her. All right, y'all saw that. Okay, I don't know if y'all saw the circle. Everybody was like, "Yo, what is happening?" Is it? I don't know if it's showing up in the stream because it's like a 1 second, not even a second. Y'all saw it? That happens a lot throughout the video, the iris. Now, I've taken that as like in film, whoever's in film, circles are symbolic. One, excellent. It's definitely symbolic. Full circle, Roman numeral 7. The iris, my understanding is that maybe the iris, right, in the film, it opens and closes. I think that this is a symbol for like, we're watching you. You're doing something discreet and I'm watching you. And I think that's why it plays here. Because now Kendrick and Sza meet. Danielle Marie Garcia, thank you. Hit the like button. Spend the rest of the day with your wife and kids. Thank you for showing up. I got you. I appreciate you. Please join the Discord. And that's cool. Come in and out. But here we are. Look at Sza with the hair. Look at her. She changed her hair. She got that look like that Jenny from around the block vibe. And here she is. But it looks like she's being discreet and he's being discreet. And there's the shadow and she's hiding, right? Maybe she's wearing a wig. I don't know. Like, not that it doesn't matter if she wears a wig, but I feel like maybe she's changing her hair, right, on purpose to change up her look from what she has with the guy. You know, that's what she's trying to change her look. You saw the iris again happen. Again, the iris being something nasty is happening. We got to keep our eye on this situation. You see her, right, smoking, and she has no pants on? I didn't even know. I thought those were pants. Oh, I don't know. Or maybe she's wearing tights. I don't know. But am I seeing things? Am I tripping? All right, you see her here. She's in the. You can see her through the window, right? The reflection. Now, who's he talking to? That's why I said that this is a love triangle. Someone said in the chat, well, Kendrick and Sza never really do anything. No, they do. They're right here. Why are they together? There's a love triangle. There's Kendrick and Anasthesia, Sza and that guy, Jerron, and Kendrick and Sza. Here they are meeting up. Why? Who is he on the phone with? Why is she smoking? Why is she looking like this? Did they do something? Is there a crime scene? Did he get rid of the girl? Did she get rid of the guy? Did Kendrick get rid of her guy? I don't know. These are all questions we have to ask. What do y'all think? Up. All right. What do you mean there are people there? Where? Sza's temptation. Yeah, she is. But here she is back with Kendrick. So in my take, they did something together because they're back at this area. Look at the way she moves here. Now, here they are, right? I love this scene. Now, remember, this in the beginning, they open up the doors. They show the car covered in red, and then Kendrick does the shot. But here's the room where he's laying with her. The circles are crazy. You see the circles in the top right also, and the circles above the woman's Anastasia's head. There's like another circular, you know, thing there. There's a circle at the top right. This interesting. Now, another thing that's interesting, and I remember when when my professor was teaching us film noir. Do you see how this is so artistic? This is so artistic. So this scene, this shot is like a painting. Actually, probably need to move this over so y'all can see even more. Do you see how she's in front of these geometric shapes that are cut through, which can symbolize confusion, uh, just she's that we don't know what's happening, that she's not straight, like things are not on a straight and narrow. And then the shadow is cutting through her body. The shadow of which is really the window. When it comes down, it's cutting through her body. But she's in between the window and she's in between the car door, that pillar right there. And behind her is all those geometric shapes. That is like artwork. That is like describing or showing something is up here. Why did they place her right there? On purpose. And then there's the door in the back, half open, right? And half closed, showing that maybe there's some secrecy going on. There's a shadow. Does she come from there? Do they go in there together? Why is this door a little bit open? Why is it dark behind there? This is film noir. Film noir does all this. And that's what they're doing here in this music video. Y'all saying there's mirrors. I can't. Why am I missing the mirrors? What's up with me? So here they are, and whose reflection is in his side view mirror? Hold on. Is there a reflection? Oh. Yeah, I could see something there. I don't know, but it doesn't look like it's moving. There's the iris again. Now, here's why I think it's another crime, a crime scene in particular. Now this is where I question, who is he getting rid of? When he does fa, 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 and shoots, is it he getting rid of SZA's guy or his woman? Because he's in the same area right now where he was with her, and he's by himself. He's playing dot or whatever he's doing with the dice. Where either he's waiting for the lady to show up, maybe. There we got that circle, like the circular ceiling. Robin, I have tickets for Kendrick on May 8th in Jersey. I think that's what I'm going. I've not been to a concert in years. Still think that's Gloria because now she's behind him sitting on the counter. Then in the elevator, he's back in love with Gloria. Interesting take. Now here they are back here. Again, y'all, we don't know, but they're doing right. She's doing the motion like, what do we do? What's happening? What's going on? And they're back at this area where I think it's maybe a police station. Maria, I'm killing time. Should I go faster? I honestly am just taking it step by step. I think it's Kendrick and his girls' love triangle. He uses SZA to set them up. Y'all want me to move fast? We're almost done. Yeah. Now this is a beautiful shot. What do y'all think about this shot right here? This is a beautiful shot. I'm silly. Those are church pews. I'm silly. Is she pregnant? Now, listen, I don't know. I just something about the way it's so silly. But I don't know why I think she's just playing with her stomach. But I was like, wait a second, like, could there be something there? Like, is she pregnant? I don't know. Or I think this is just a nice shot at showing the the stability and the instability in their relationship. Because look at his face; she's laying on him. It's showing that there's something that connects them. But the way he's looking down at her and the way he's sitting is like there's more to this. But the way she plays with her stomach, again, it's a super reach. But she's obviously just messing around and looking away. But I just said, hey, could that be interesting? Don't rush. I got you, Judes. I got you. All right, I won't rush. I mean, we're kind of like, I feel like we're almost there. And I was shocked that this video was this long. She's rubbing her stomach in a circle. They are back together. I think she is pregnant or was, and that could be why he shot the Drake cat. Thank you. I was nervous to say I think she's pregnant or could she be pregnant? But thank you for someone else clarifying that. Maybe she could be. Thank you, Judes. I'm not going crazy. Now, that's why I think that he gets rid of her. I just think the story would be crazy if he gets rid of her and his. Not that, it's crazy, but I just think the story would be like insane. Like he finds out that she's pregnant and like he still loves that other super reach. That'd be crazy. Ain't nobody would ever, but again, film noir is meant to be, the evils of mankind. Wait a second, what just happened? So he's looking down. He does not kill her. Claudio. Look at that look into the camera. And then all of a sudden, what is that? Why? Why that transition? The whole time they're transitioning with this circle, with this monochrome black and white. What is that transition? It looks like purple, something blooming. I don't know. It looks kind of beautiful. And here he is back with her, but they still have this grim look at each other. He's making me mad with his reach. He don't Adrian. This is what we do. Ain't no way I can't look at this video and not reach. I have to look. We have to look at every element here. It's artistic. That's what we do. That's the point of this. If I say I knew exactly what Kendrick means, no, we're trying to figure this out, and that's what makes it so beautiful. And by the way, I'm not trying to preach, but like a critical thinking skill I use is that I throw every single thing out and then I work my way through, because that's just a broad critical thinking analysis. Is that I throw anything I could see. And then I try to put the pieces together. Otherwise, if I don't, and it is all in fun, Shasha, it is all in fun for this. But if you just say, this is just Kendrick and Sza, this is just a love song, then you missed all the other elements, right? If I just stick with that one narrow view, I can't get to anything else, right? I don't know, but I throw maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that. I don't know, and just throwing out against the wall. Then I start, okay, well, is it this one? Okay, let's eliminate this. It can't be, right? That's all we're doing here, is trying to get every element. Look at her smile. She's like, can we give it up to her? Anastasia is exceptional in this video. The expressions are insane. I've never seen an expression where I could see happy and sad literally within a second. Look at this look she gives him. Look at that smile. That is, something is hiding, and then boom. Holy. And look at her hands. She's like opening. You see that? Like she's like not grabbing onto him yet. She's kind of like leaving it. Oh, that's another small piece. It's like, there we go. It's on you, boy. It's on you. She's not, I love what this is depicting. She's not sure. She's closing her hands. And instead of her grabbing his hands, right? Like, I got you, you're mine. She kind of gets close and opens it up to see, are you going to touch me? because I'm not sure how I feel about you right now. I'm gonna give you a chance, but I'm not gonna be the one to grab you right now. But she gets what a subtle element. What a subtle element. Look, 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 look. She doesn't grab him. He comes. She closes on him. Beautiful. And then she looks at him. And then this is, you know, when I first saw this, I didn't see these elements. And I watched it over and over and over. And I was like, this is exceptional. Now we cut to them. This is the beautiful part of the song that plays. And now she's like, I find this interesting because now she's showing love to this guy that might be the side guy. I don't, you know, it's hard to tell. Who's the side person here? I'm not 100% when I watch it again. Because sometimes I say, is Kendrick and Anastasia the core couple? Or is SZA and this guy the core couple? And then they're in the triangle. Or is it what we said, that these are the side characters and Kendrick and SZA love each other? And she still has, like she says, heartache, I'm only doing what I know. I still love you, Jaron. I still like, there's something between me and you, but it isn't the ultimate. And Kendrick saying, like someone said here, that it's still something between me and you, but there's still someone else. And I feel like she's getting this last embrace with this person before maybe he's going to get, you know, gone by Kendrick. If that theory is correct. What a nice transition. You saw the iris? Film noir. Beautiful. This is it. Oh my God, not that look. Not that look at the end. Okay, I feel like it's going to keep cutting to something else because it's literally in the last second. They embrace, but she looks away. Right there. They embrace, but she looks away. That tells the whole story. That tells the whole story. All right. So what happened here, right? What happened? Hit the like button, y'all. So we have the monochrome in black and white and the color. We don't know what that reference is. Is it that the monochrome is when things are current, or is it the color that's current? Which one is a memory and which one is happening right now? Or maybe it doesn't matter. It's kind of stylistic, right? These are all elements. We have the film noir. We have the idea that there's a lot of film noir elements to this, where it's about crime. It's a distinct film style that has shadows and dark characters and moral problems happening, which is what's happening here. Obviously, there's betrayal here. Obviously, there's infidelity here. We have the looks between them, between Anastasia and Kendrick. And I think Anastasia, honestly, I really think she's a star of this video. She does an incredible job. Her looks are incredible. We have the geometric shapes and the circles, and that establish unity and stability, but also the geometric shapes that are confusing and life contrasting with the dark parts of life. We have the intro with the detention center. Is it a police station? Is it a church? Don't rush, take your time. Leave it then. Join us on the Discord. Thank you. Join us on the Discord, please. And hit that like button, y'all. I promise I'm gonna get the Discord, revive it. Y'all be in there for the chat. And let's stay connected with Kendrick's music as it evolves and we see what drops next. We have people say it's a church. I don't know why that it could be double meaning, that now they're back. And again, they're back together in this area, right? So they're also together, that they both did dirt. They both have something wrong with them. That's why I think they are the original core relationship, that they love each other, want to be with each other, but they both have infidelity and they both have disloyalty. because of whatever insecurities they have, because of whatever's going on between they want to be with this other person. Sometimes, y'all, sometimes we don't want to let go. Sometimes people don't want to let go of other people when they're in a relationship. How many of y'all know, or maybe you did this, you met a guy or you met a woman and you had another person maybe, but you want to start the relationship with this new person, but you keep the other person hanging. Don't lie. Don't lie. You want to be in a relationship. You want to start a relationship with person, but you keep all the other people on standby just in case. So we were on, you're on both sides. We are evil sometimes. Noir, as a French speaker, you are right with the pronunciation. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Canadian tuxedo, back with the Canadian tuxedo. That thing is hilarious. Is that real? And then we have, what are the elements? And then we have the fact that they split. The fact that I love this scene, the last scene right here. Not the last scene, but the scene where they meet. So we know the infidelity. So this lets me know that either she knows what he's going to do, that either he's going to get rid of her, or either he's going to get rid of Sza or Sza's guy, or she just kind of sees through him. And I'm reaching again, as I don't know what the crime scene actually is. No one knows. We know that here they meet in discreet. So it obviously feels like they're plotting. It obviously feels to me that Kendrick and Sza are plotting in some way. Right? So they're maybe part of the crime. And the reason why I think that is because at the end, they're together at the film, at the pew, at the police station, whatever you want to say. And then we have that she comes out of room 13. And then they go to 6, 8, and 10. And they skip number 7, where he says Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. Talking about Sza, but she's going into room 6. Che, thank you for the super chat. I see the shining, use of red, empty hotel, a couple, black, white, shows time blur, past, present, collide, empty bar, ceiling lights. They've always been there. Y'all like Shay's comment. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. The Shining. I didn't think of it. Y'all saw The Shining? Did y'all see the movie The Shining? What an eerie movie. I can't watch that movie. Jack Nicholson. Why that movie creep me out. Lachey, she gets, I think I'm set on Sza and Anasthesia being the same person. That's interesting. When Anasthesia steps out, she feels completely different, more sexy and free. This is her get back. Side piece. Didn't know his place. So Kendrick gets rid of him. Yeah. I think so too. I think that he gets rid of him. And at the same time, I can't help but think that I can't help but keep the theory that it would be crazy interesting from a story arc perspective if he actually gets rid of her. I know that's like a super reach, because I don't know, because she's throughout the whole film. But if he actually, for the sake of Sza, Sza's so, she's the type of person in the relationship that's so manipulative or controlling, or has this deep, compelling power over him that she kind of gets him to get rid of his own girl, to vow to be with her, even though she has her side piece. Like, these are all interesting stories. I just can't help but think that, because that he brings her here. So here's my theory as to why that could be. He lures her up here. She goes up with him. This wall opens. We see the car. And that's exactly when it gets shot. So where's the guy? Did he come? Does he set her up? And now she's gone. And then later in the video, he's by himself. Again, this is a super, who knows? I'm just speculating random story arcs. That later on, and look at him dancing with the gun. And then you see SZA, right? He's dancing with the gun, and then you see SZA with the side piece. It's just sitting on the side. And then you see later on, he's by himself in that room. Just this is just theories, y'all. This is just theories. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe. Let's pause a little bit on the join the Discord. I'll revive it. Hit the like button. Thank y'all. And let's do one last thing before we go. I want one person to mention, let's transition. I want one person to mention one issue, if y'all willing to. I'll wait and see. One thing that you're going through in life that maybe we could talk about it right here. We'll transition to that. I'm not gonna call you out or like, you know what I mean? But I want you to say one situation or conflict or incident that maybe we can give advice on. All right? I'm gonna wait in the chat and y'all tell me and I'm gonna be right back. An incident, a conflict, a situation, you don't have to be personal about it, but something you're going through that maybe we can give you some advice on. The chat and us and talk about it. Keep it, again, not personal. I'll be right back. Drop that in the chat and I'm gonna come back to look. All right. Get my taxes tomorrow. Okay, let's look. Let's look at the chat. Okay, what do we got? Did anyone put a conflict that they're facing? Hit like and subscribe. Thank you, Jen Maria. Please, everyone, hit like, subscribe to the channel. Please turn the notifications on so that when we go live, y'all get notified, because YouTube keeps us distant from the audience. And that's why I want everyone to join the Discord, because you know, when we go live, I want to make sure y'all join and we do this for y'all. So, Che, do you Kendrick was holding a real gun in that scene? I don't know. Was he holding a real gun? Does it matter? You know what I mean? I think it resembles what it resembles. Probably wasn't a real gun. Maybe it was a toy gun. All right. Did anyone say get my taxes tomorrow? I didn't mention no real conflicts. No, everything is seen on the internet. Don't snitch on yourself. I think Kendrick's, yeah, you're right. I mean, you could keep it broad. You don't have to keep it, you don't have to say like, you know what I mean? Just like maybe just a situation. It broke a while back, flooded my whole. Now I'm going to watch this video all day and have to work in my shop. All your fault. BG, leaving my family when I moved states to be with my amazing husband to a place I don't know anyone but him and meeting his family. Ooh. Wait. Leaving the family when I moved states to be with my amazing husband, God bless, that's beautiful, to a place I don't know anyone but him and meeting his family. So leaving your family, is it just temporary? Is it just temporarily, or is it actually like for good? Leaving your family for good to go and see this, to be with your husband. Right. I don't know. Your story is getting interesting, BG, because now I'm just like, wait a second. Your husband's in another state. You're here. I don't know. But you tell me if you want to keep diving in or you want to just pause. But it's just interesting, BG. Um, but really, like, any advice we want from the chat, any advice, really, we're looking for anything that you are asking. So we can give advice. If you want to have more of these conversations, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Definitely thank you, Marie. Being an introvert in a job where you need to talk. Being an introvert in a job where you need to talk. Okay. Ask the question. Ask the question. Jerron is Drake. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, so you will, there's a lot of, so BG, you will get a whole new family. You will just visit. Okay, you'll just visit. Wow, so and I hope you're okay with this, and I'm cool with just like moving on, BG, if it's personal. But BG, so you have a long distance relationship with the husband? I'm trying to figure that out, or is it just that I can't figure out? But let me say that I don't know how everyone is, but man, the family of the guy is gonna be. It depends on how they move, but sometimes the family of the guy, they gotta get on your ass, especially the mother. You know what I mean? The mother will look out, for her son, no matter what, all the way up until he's old, all the way up until he's grown. She might be like, treat him right, and vice versa. But I think that'd be beautiful. I think it's great to go to another state. I think you'll probably have to leave a good impression on the family. I know for sure. Like, even if we feel like, why do I have to impress and all this kind of stuff? I think, like, whenever I met someone's significant other in the family, if they were quiet, now this could just be me, forgive me, but if they were quiet, I didn't like it. Not because I don't like them or like I'm judging. Oh, I am judging, but I was like weirded out. Like, if my brother, my bro, that I love, comes home right with someone, he's saying, this is my girl and my lady, my woman, and we meet, and she's not talkative. You know what I mean? And she's very aloof. I would be concerned. Now that might sound, I don't know. I don't know how that will sound to y'all, but I just feel that for me, I would be like, "Yo, what's she hiding up under her sleeve? Like, why is she not talking? Does she not like me? Like, or it doesn't have to like me, but just like, is she just not a nice person, or is she secretive?" These are, I don't know. I'm just sharing. I'm just being honest, right? These are things that I would be questioning. So unsolicited advice. I'm looking for a job near him. Good for you. That's great. I think, it's great if when you're meeting a family for the first time that you are interested in them and that you interact with the family properly. And you don't have to be like this extrovert, right? Because someone brought up being an introvert at a job, and that's another topic that's interesting. You don't have to be this crazy extrovert. But if you don't ask any questions, like I remember like one time we met someone who was supposed to be a significant other of someone in the family. And that person ain't asked no damn questions, right? Like when you go meet the family of your significant other, I would take it like this: they're the stars. Just take it like that. They're the superstars at that moment, right? They're going to judge you. Like, what's up with this girl? So they're the superstars at that moment. Treat them like that, just out of respect. So I remember like when we met someone, and they never ask a damn thing, and we were just like. She didn't even ask like where, like, did she ask you anything? Like, and they're like, she didn't even ask like what my job is, right? It seems petty, but it's kind of like, are they that that not interested? Like, usually when you meet someone, what do you do? What's your job? What's your work? Oh, that's great. You gotta like communicate so you can soup them up, make them feel good. Otherwise, they're gonna think to themselves, man, this girl, when they get together. Now, in your case, BG, you guys are husband and wife, so ain't nothing. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You're locked in. But they're gonna be thinking, damn, man, she's like something's gonna be up with her. And, people might anticipate problems and things like that. BG's family so loving and accepting. That's beautiful. That's very hard to find. That's very hard to find. My mother was actually like that, very much like that. But she loved me, but she always was like really open. But working and joining the live late. Hey, what's up, Welch? It's good to see you. We already this is kind of wind down. I'm just we already spent a lot of time, and it's a beautiful Sunday. And I'm also going to spend some time with the family, but I want to tap in with y'all, and I want to tap in with everything that happened. But we just on our last, round out. I'm usually the quiet one. Yeah, that's cool. I'm sure that, I would just like, in my opinion, like I said, everyone's quiet. When people who are quiet is what it is. But I think just having some intention to connect, I think is important. Like showing that, I think like, because in my opinion, if someone is quiet, we get that. But if the person doesn't show any intention of like trying to connect, it kind of makes you feel like, damn, like, because I think what a lot of people miss is that, um, it's a time to connect, like sometimes, okay, I've always wanted a daughter. I didn't get that. And it's not going to happen. But if I've seen in my life, like men who they get with a significant other, they get married, the father of that woman, he's dying to treat that. He's not going to admit it. Okay. The man, and this may be for Gen X and millennials, we're a little older. Interesting relationship talk. The man, he's going to act tough with that guy. Right? You want my daughter? Nah, you bet. You know what I mean? But deep down inside, he wants like another son. Deep down inside, he wants like a son. He's not going to admit it. He's hoping that this young man would love his daughter and he could be like, have a cool relationship with him. That's really what he wants. But if the guy comes in and he's all, you know what I mean, like quiet and this and that, then it shuts all that down, So it's something that people yearn for. So what I'm saying is that I think it would be nice if, when you do meet for the first time, even being quiet, connecting and making the other family feel like, we cool, maybe we could have good relationship. Because as I said before earlier in this chat, where we've seen a lot of things happen last week on YouTube, trust me, even within family, you never know. As I teach my children and and I teach my son, specifically something that I mentioned earlier, don't be cocky. Don't get too cocky, even if you're good at what you do, because you never know when you will need someone. And even that family, and it amazes me a lot of times, like in the US, it's unfortunate, I think. I don't want to get into socio, political things, but like a lot of people of color in the US struggle because they don't have that foundation. They don't have a generation to lean on. Like, oh, my grandfather, he's a real estate developer. We don't have that. Not all of us. I'm generalizing. And family could be an extension of that, but for some reason we don't treat it that way. So especially like if you have two families getting together now, like y'all could be each other's, like y'all can help each other out. But we miss that for some reason. We miss that for some. We don't do that for some reason. But you never know. You never know that you might need your husband's sister one day. I'm just speaking general. I don't know exactly. You might need your husband's sister one day. One day she might help you a lot, and you won't know. You won't realize it now. Or one day you might help them or do something of this. Like these things in life. This is like what I mentioned before. I was disappointed of last week. Is that y'all just be good. You know what I mean? Like be good with everybody. You know what I mean? Because you don't know like what life is gonna bring to you. And I know this sounds like I know probably to the younger like people, like I don't know what the age group is here. They're probably laughing at me like this motherfucker, like he talking nonsense. You know, what is he talking about? Like, you never know. Trust me, when you live enough and you know, obviously we have all of us, hopefully we have a long life ahead. When you live enough, you see ups and downs that you're like, I would have never known that person, that person became a addict, that person got lost, that person this my health, I used to be that, and now I'm this or that. You see things and you're just like, oh, I thought I was invincible. I thought I was invincible. And then life shows you you're not. You don't see that in your 20s. You know what I mean? I still remember me feeling like in my 20s, I was gonna do it all. Forget everybody. I'm in the invincible man. I'm gonna do everything and I'm gonna get everything for myself. And you look back, you're like, wow, that confidence. When you get older, it's not that you lose the confidence, it's that you're more grounded. And I think you see things and you're just like, slow down. You know what I mean? Relax because you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, just take it easy. But these are lessons you can't, the young, and I'm not going to blame people who are younger. You will never understand it until you get to the next stage. You will never, like, no matter what I tell my kids or what I tell, the younger, it's like, they're like, yeah, I get it. But only life will show you that. That you get that cocky and life smacks you down. So don't take too much shots. You know what I mean? Like be nice with everybody. Everybody be nice with each other. So what I say is, um, except Drake, of course. I'm just messing around. Um, we could start a rap philosophy book club. Y'all down for a book club? I need to read more fiction, but I think these topics are needed on YouTube, and I think not enough people are having them. And hopefully, maybe we can do it more at rap philosophy and go a little bit beyond some of the stuff that's happening. Um, but yeah, again, families coming together, make it a thing, make it something. This is something I think, like I said, all people of color in the US like really lack, because we don't have like a foundation here, like in the US. Like, you know how many people I met where they're just like, yeah, my stepdad is this, real estate developer, this, business, that. And I'm just like, damn, like, God bless you. Like, I ain't never have that I didn't never see that in my family. We barely even, everyone's just trying to make it. You know what I mean? Like, get their foot on the step because everyone is just, the repercussions. I'm not gonna get to sociopolitics, but obviously we all know the repercussions that all people of color face in the US. So you have to like kind of get up, you have to do more to get on. So why is it that the families don't push each other? Like, yo, if that person is at this job, they should help each other. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what do you know about this? What do you know about that? Walk me through this. What, like, we need to like get each other in position, because it takes a long time to get in those positions. So hopefully generations are built. Anyway, am I talking? I don't know if anyone feeling what I'm saying, but um Diva Den, yeah, that very true. People of color in the US are guarded from the trauma of our past and are less trustworthy. Um, True life humbles you 100%. And reality settles in. Read a lot of Greek tragedy. Did read a lot of that. I will say I do wish that our schools taught more literature than only, Greek tragedies, but I do appreciate you, Nickelodeon. They are great. I'm not going to take away from that. Um, Yeah, I love, but the additives were giving me hives and killing my essence. Sometimes people have spiritual cooties. I don't know. I'll see them if you're referring to someone else. Thank you, bro. Seriously. Okay, famous. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're welcome. Which I don't know what it is, if it's for the advice or if it's for the Kendrick video. Thank you for all your advice. Oh, BG. Oh, I got you. I thought you were just like, whatever, this guy yap. But, and just throwing it out there. If it helps, great. If it doesn't, you're like, this guy's just talking nonsense, whatever. But I think you are embarking on something pretty important. Is it the first time? I'm curious. Is it the first time you're being in them? That would be interesting. But that's a very important step in life. And what an interesting situation you have. Dexter, thank you, bro. I got you. Spiritual cooties. What do you mean by that, M? Diva Den. Also, when we do get up, we get knocked down. We sure do. And Yeah, let's leave the stories for, I always try to avoid the socio-political conversations and the racial conversations, but they are a reality um in the US. And well, I have some stories, but we'll leave it at that when the time comes. Red as in RED. Enjoying the discussion, Rocky McGee. Um, got you. Yeah, that's good. I hope, like I said, we could do more of this. What else? What else, y'all? Before we sign off and enjoy our Sunday, y'all hit the like button. And like I said, I promise, I promise, I promise. I think I promise. I pinky promise. We are gonna revive the Discord. So please join it and turn on notification bells here on YouTube so you know when I go live. Honestly, I'm not a type of person, and I feel bad. I hope y'all don't judge me for it, to go live like consistently. People like it, and I want to do it more, but there's a lot going on in life, a lot of different things. So I'm the type that, like, it was a Sunday, I was like, yo, let's get live, let's talk about this thing. And so that's why the notification bell is really important, because when I go live, people can get notified at least, because it's an instant, because don't know when. And then the Discord, because we'll talk about stuff happening around, and we'll talk, and we'll be able to chat about things there, knowing we could all get together and revive. And also, I want you all to chat to, like, in the Discord, let me know, other topics that we could discuss. Hit me up. I look at the Discord, I look at the comments. Hit me up there. What topics should we discuss? What's happening in life? If there's anything we need to, we bring this up. I actually wanted to. I'm still trying to figure this out, trying to get voices on here, so maybe we can have like voice calls through the Discord. And if y'all down with that, definitely join, because once that's figured out, it will be only through the Discord. So I will stream the Discord through there, and then we could kind of, do voice calls about certain topics. Hit the like button. Thank you, Jen Maria. Religion, race, and politics, hot button topics. And that's why I stay away from those topics a lot on YouTube, especially because we all have real lives outside of YouTube. But we are still being affected. Like, don't get it twisted. Whether I discuss it or other people discuss it, maybe people don't realize is that, these are things that everybody faces in the US. It's a struggle, and this stuff is around, and it's difficult for people of color to navigate through. And I've always found it, yeah. Let's pause on those topics, but when the time comes, we could discuss what's important. Um, but people, I guess, ultimately, keeping it very PC, people go through a lot in this country and in the US. I don't know if everyone here is from the US, and I don't think people realize. I don't think we have shared experiences. A lot of groups maybe have their own, but a lot of people have this shared experience of this struggle in the US, and it's not really understood. I don't think it's expressed enough or understood by everyone, by the whole. And it's played down, by the media. But there's a lot of struggle that people of color face through a lot of facets in the US, and have to jump a lot of hurdles just to be baseline, So interesting topics. I don't like to get too much into the news, and that shit just like wears me down. But that's why I'm interested in hip hop and the news here. But if the time comes and something interesting comes up, we will discuss it. Where are you with your spiritual cookies, folks? What do you mean by spiritual cookies, Jamaria? What is that phrase? I heard someone say spiritual cooties. Oh, that was you, M? You said spiritual cooties. I'm gonna start telling folks to step there. What's this spiritual cookies thing? I missed it in the chat. Tell me real quick. uh, tell me in the chat. What's the next? Tell me. What is spiritual? I'm in Canada. M, you're in Canada? Oh man, no, I'm teasing. And we aren't that divided as you guys. It seems like no, we're divided as hell. We're divided as hell in the US. And we aren't that divided as you guys. It seems like, makes me sad hearing what you guys have to go through. Listen, who's from the US out here? You ain't tell one lie. America is a house divided. As Kendrick already said it, a house divided on many levels. On many, even within the subgroups, is divided. I wish people understood each other's plights. I think it would be better. But Canada, it's funny. If anyone's from the East Coast, the only thing I know about Canada is Niagara Falls. And you could cross to go to, it's in New York, the area where I'm from, the New York area. You could drive, I remember as a kid, my mother taking me to Canada to go see Niagara Falls. That was like that's the only thing I know about Canada, except that people say that y'all are nice out there, which I don't know if that's true. I'm just teasing, but people say that. But we would cross to Canada to see Niagara Falls. I think Niagara Falls is beautiful. Beautiful. The Weeknd has a song called Niagara Falls. I thought was really, really nice. Actually, I love the Weeknd's album. I'm really into hip hop, but I think in R&B, the Weeknd's album is fabulous. I mean, he's from Canada and he has a song called Niagara Falls. I thought it was great. But I used to love going to Niagara Falls. And I do remember what was interesting is I do remember seeing a lot of people of color in it. Like there's a diverse group. There's a diverse group there. I was young. I didn't know a lot, but I remember seeing like diverse, racial groups and cultures. I was like, oh, this is cool. I didn't know. I thought Canada was no offense, which is cool. You know what I mean? I just like, I thought it was all white people. You know what I mean? It's just what I thought. I didn't, which is whatever. But there are other cultures. So I was like, oh wow, this is interesting. Toronto seemed really diverse. Again, that's all I know. It's just by seeing. But in the US, we're diverse, but definitely divided. And I think the media, unfortunately, plays on that too, which is unfortunate. Definitely plays on that division and even pits, people against each other. I have a very diverse friend group, but this last years we seem more divided. That's what I've witnessed in my Gen X era. Yeah, I'm honestly blessed. Gotta bye, Rocky McGee's. Good to see you. Enjoy your Sunday. We're gonna wrap up, I promise. But it was growing up, I had a very diverse group of friends. A very diverse group of friends. And I really thoroughly liked that a lot, and maybe people I would have never, I being older, I would have never, crossed paths or something, and I loved it. I understood, oh, y'all going through that too? Like, your culture deals with that and your culture deals with that. And it was very beautiful. I was lucky. I was actually really lucky because I grew up in actually a rough neighborhood, but I was able to get into a really good school that was actually a public, but it was known, it was like a known good school. And I honestly was lucky. I wasn't all because of me, but it was in, not a great area. But if you got into that school, you were lucky. You know what I mean? Because it got together all of, the people in the community into that school. And I was able to make this diverse group of friends. I was like, oh, like we all were like, what? So I loved that experience I had. And it made me really it made me like really understand a lot of different, even if you don't, right? Like you don't see them, but like it really made me get that everyone is really going through a lot of the same things. And I think that's something missing like right now. I think now it's really getting people like getting divided, in a way through the media and social media, particularly with the administrations. Yeah, let's keep it like, I don't want to get too political, but if you're spiritual, I still don't know what spiritual cookies are, John Maria. I thought spiritual cooties was spiritual cookies, and now we've made it a thing. Seems like we've been divided for decades. Me too, particularly with the administration behavior towards Canada, which is not representative of the majority of U.S. citizens. If your spiritual cookies are low, so is your karma. Got to get them up. Join us over at the Discord. Y'all join us over at the Discord. Dividend, thank you. Join. I think I need a moderator at the Discord as well. We will revive it. Y'all, I'll connect with y'all there and we will stay up. Y'all, it's been a blessed day. It's Sunday. One thing I have to say is the fact that you all decided to stay here is like unbelievable. Like it's truly meaningful to me. God bless everyone here. Thank you for willing to spend the time with everybody here and on this day where you could be anywhere else, but you decided to join here, and we'll make it worth your while, and we'll definitely continue the lives. And I'll see y'all at the Discord. Hit that like button, hit the notification bell, please. Thank you, Jen Maria and Diva Den, for moderating. I appreciate y'all, and I will sign off. Catch y'all on the flip side. Love y'all. Catch you in the Discord. Y'all hit that, join the Discord right now. And open up the notifications on YouTube. Please. Please. Just one little thing. Love and light, fam. Got you. Enjoy. Have a blessed day.